Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back. So today I got into this topic. The reason why I got into this is because I've been doing some extra videos. I'm sure some of you guys have seen them. And through my travels of doing those videos, a lot of people were saying, pretty much calling us stupid for traveling to the Philippines, or so some guys go to other places, some guys go to Thailand, some guys may go to Brazil, some guys may go to DR, Colombia, you guys go. Some guys even going to Africa. And guys are going pretty much everywhere, right? And what I realized, you already see the name of the title, is that everybody thinks that we're completely oblivious to everything happening in the world, right? They think we're oblivious. They think we don't know what's going on. And you know, what's going on, Simply Rocco, E Wagon, 46 Lover, Garrett? What's going on? Thanks for coming early, man. Dante Ellis, what's up? How you doing? I think the second channel is tremendous. Keep it up, Jay. No, I definitely will. I definitely will. I seen, I want to give my take on it, and also I want guys to know a little more about the Philippines. I know the Philippines sometimes we get a bad rap, you know, and I think I've made enough videos to clear that up a little bit, you know, and the Philippines is also a great place to go too. So I definitely wanted to, get guys more into the Philippines, and also I suggest men to go everywhere. But from the videos I've been making, E46 Wagon Lover, I've seen comments from women. I don't know if you guys have seen it, women, even men, and it's happening. I didn't even realize that it's even happening in the dating coach community, and you have guys out there that, and I've been dating coaches that are bashing passport guys, like, oh, you're going over there for woman, you can't get woman in the U.S., and I hear it all, and I was answering some people, but through answering them, I'm thinking, wow, like, you guys think we're retarded, and they really do. Their defense is, you're going out there, what happens? You're going to marry the girl, you're going to get back to the U.S., and then she's going to do you wrong, and it's like, of course that's going to happen, but not all the time. They always think the worst of women overseas, and especially the woman, especially the woman. But you have guys that bash it as well. What's going on, Simply Rocco? How you doing, Simply Rocco? Will Theta, what's going on? Mega love, shout out to you too, brother. Also, E46 Wagler said, I'm pro traveling for happiness. Yes, and that's why I'm into doing it. That's why I'm into doing it. Men are traveling for happiness, and sometimes women come along with it, but not everybody's just traveling for women. But guys would rather date women in other countries, the guys that travel, because they get over there, or they come over to the Philippines, or they may go to Thailand or anywhere else, and they see it's just better. It's just better for you. And like I made a video, and some guys would say, "Oh, Filipinos are scammers," and that's why I made a video last week. And I had Kay speaking on that. Like, Filipinos don't like that. That people think that they're scammers, and because it's just not true. There's just so many Filipinos, but it gets a bad name, and that's what they use as defense. Oh, the woman's gonna do you dirty, or they're gonna get ready to do you dirty. The woman just wants your money, and in some cases that is true. In some cases it is true. So what's going on, Chino? How you doing? Justice said yes. There's a huge stigma, same as the age gap one. Yes, that's a big one. That's a huge one, and I've seen a lot of that in my comments as well. Guys were like, "Oh, well, I hate seeing the guys that are over there marrying these young girls," and it's like a lot of times you know, they don't realize that's what happened everywhere back in the day. Women married older men, and it's looked at as bad. And what's crazy is, you look in Hollywood, right? When women say that, you look in Hollywood, all of the Hollywood guys are dating younger women, and they're getting away with it, right? And it's facts. And what they say, one thing they say that's right, it is true, and it is right. But what's wrong with that, right? They say, okay, say it about older guys, or they say it about us, and they'll say, okay, you can't do that woman over here. Well, younger guys usually can do a woman over there, but even the older guys, right? Of course, a lot of younger women don't want to date older guys. Even though some would want a sugar daddy, a lot just don't want to deal with it. So why wouldn't they come over here and get a younger woman? I mean, what are they supposed to do? And E. Wagon said, Philippines, Thailand, Brazil, Colombia. I'm pro happiness no matter where you go. Exactly. That's what it's all about. What's going on, Sergio? And so Michael Capel said, watching you from South Africa. How you doing? Adriano S, what's going on, brother? Simply Rocco said, women are jealous. They made their bed on TikTok. Now it's time for them to sleep on it, alone with the cat. E Mill, what's going on, cuz? What's going on? Coming in from Facebook. We got Tony Anderson. Hello, what's going on, Tony? Joe G from Facebook. How you doing? And so Pacific Rocco said it again on Facebook. Women are jealous. They made their bed on TikTok. Now it's time for them to sleep on it, alone with a cat. Yeah, and that's happening. And I have to start that by saying this. Okay, I have to say this because there are still good women in the U.S. Okay, and you can still find a good woman in the U.S. I have to say that for the people that say, they say you bashing women there, and I'm not. I'm not. And you're gonna see that too in the comments that I'm gonna show you guys. I was actually, speaking on like guys would say, "Oh, you can't get a woman there," And when I was there, I can get a woman there. I can get any woman I want there. Almost, of course, I can. I don't fit the mold. I'm not 6'6". You know how that guys go, the 6'6" thing. But still though, guys say we don't have the charisma. We do. A lot of us do. And so Sergio said, "I want a specific type of woman, but why waste time trying to find her here when there are an abundance overseas?" And yes, it is. It is, and definitely an abundance, and it's without headache. It's without headache. And one thing that guys say, right? Because certain things are right. Guys will say, "Oh, well, you know what? You need game, but you don't necessarily need game overseas. You do need charisma. You do have to be able to talk if you come over here and you're looking for a woman." And guys usually have that. They just don't want the game. That's why guys are going. But guys, I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna play right now. I'm gonna play short clips, and this is a guy I actually like this guy's channel a lot. I'm not bashing him. I actually got this from another person, from my man Brazil Yesh, who's in Brazil. He's actually goes to Brazil. He does content there, and I see it on his channel, right? And he's talking about my boy Coach Greg Adams. Cool dude. I actually like his content a lot. And he actually went back on what he said. But what he said, let me play it. Let me play what he said. Let's do it.
Grand in disposable income, which amounts to 21 to 28 days in a calendar year.
Let me go back a little bit.
You take the 28 days plus 5 grand in disposable income, which amounts to 21 to 28 days in a calendar year. For what? I mean, that my point is not.
All right, so I'm not going to cut him off. I'm going to let him talk. But see what he's doing? He's trying to break down how many days out of the year it takes to go on vacation, right? But guys like me are coming to live. Like me, I came out here and lived out here for 7 years. And we have other guys that are doing that. But a lot of you guys don't mind traveling. Like, if with homeboy Brazil, yes, what he believes in. He says, traveling every 3 months. And me, I'm the guy that say, forget that. I'm going to live there. But a lot of you guys are doing that too. A lot of you guys are coming 3 months out of the year. So what he's explaining is, let me keep going so you guys can hear it for yourself from him, and then I'll answer again.
My point is not to not travel, but if you're saying I'm going to go over there for the submissive women, now you got 28 days out of 365. You're looking at 320 days back here in the mainland. And what? And now what? All right. So what are you going to do for the rest of the 320 days? He said,
all right. So what he's saying is, guys are over there, coming over here for a couple of months, and then going back out there and not dealing with women, right? Now, my answers to that, I'm sure a lot of you guys know. Guys already see right now what's happening. Actually, I'm going to pull up an article. I should have had it ready already, but I'm going to pull up an article later that shows how men are left to the wayside, and it's been happening for years. And why men are left to the wayside is because all of the women are banging the same dude in the states right now, right? All the women are banging the same dude. So what he's not realizing, and I'm sure he does, because this guy is one for statistics, and I think that's why he took back and said, passport guys are winning. He had another clip that said that passport guys are winning. So I'm not bashing Coach Greg Adams, but still, you have other guys that just bash it, and they say, "Oh, well, you going over there, then you can't bring him here." Of course, you can't bring him there. A lot of times, but it's a case by case basis. Let me keep going. Let me read some of you guys' comments. And so, Will Data said, "What up, everyone? Brona, what's going on? Your happiness is paramount. To try and please other people is silly. Those that say we are crazy for traveling, that's their opinion." And so, let me see here. So, Mark Brave, what's going on? Mark Brave in the building. He said, "My young Gabi." And Keith McGowan says, "I'm going to the Philippines in 2 more months." Oh, come on through, man. Come on down. Majority of younger women are not spoiled for the world. Instead of optimism, awe and wonder and better attitudes. And actually, the thing is, guys, I'm gonna make a video about this too. Um, you know, women are very young, and it happens here too in the Philippines. It happens all over the world. Let me first start by saying that. You have women all over the world that are fast. And I was looking at a video the other day, actually yesterday, actually just now, where there's girls, and even when I was younger, it was like that. And even when some of you guys that are 60 were younger, but it's actually promoted in the U.S. to ride the whole stroll, and being young, I remember being 13 years old, and there was women that were giving it up and giving it up to multiple guys, and it's taught here too, but it's pushed more in society where we're from, you know. But anyway, let me keep going and see what he's talking about more, so you guys can hear
Even
it.
if you smash, that's one out. He says that's one out of the year. Again, like, yeah, how many trips are you taking? You got to add all this up. Talking about 28 days. When you get back here, you got to deal with women here. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna fuck nobody here. They're teaching the men that like 80% of them don't have a passport. Number one, probably 30% will never get one legally because they have a felony or they behind on child support. So a good 20-30% never gonna get one.
Y'all baby
Yeah, I
mama
gotta play
say,
this one.
y'all better sit y'all ragged asses down because you owe child support and they don't let y'all get no passports. So let's have a thing.
So yeah, guys. So now that's who he sounds like. Actually, he doesn't realize it. He doesn't realize he sounds just like that woman. But it's bashing a group of men, saying, "Oh, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna bang women here." Now, there's a lot of guys that don't get any play in the U.S. Right? There's a lot of guys, and I say to those guys, of course, definitely go overseas. But there are guys that get play and will rather choose to be celibate. It's gotten that bad. They'll choose to be celibate over putting a baby in something there. It's gotten that bad. And what this woman said, her defense was that, and I cut it off because you guys already, I'm sure you all have already heard it, but her defense was that guys don't have back child support. But most guys, half the guys in the U.S., even black men, don't even have kids. And what she doesn't realize, and the same thing that Coach Greg Adams didn't realize, is that most of these women are banging the same guy. Most of them all want the same guy. They want that guy that has that certain persona. You know. And it's funny, guys. I was actually watching a TV show today. I forgot the name of the TV show. Kay will bring it up to me again when she comes on later. But I was watching a TV show today, right? And what happened was, I think this TV show was Red Pill. It was a modern day TV show, and it was starring this Indian girl, right? And what happened was she played him and another guy. She dated two guys at once, right? So then one guy, it was funny. It was one guy who was the Chad, right? She liked him first, tried to make him jealous by dating another guy. Then the other guy gave that Why are you talking to me? Why are you trying to be friends with me? Deaded her, right? He didn't play the game with her. He deaded her, gave her attitude, left her alone, started dealing with her friend. Then all of a sudden, she turned around and wanted him. I said, "Man, this show has to be red pill." It's like this show was showing woman nature, right? And I said, "Wow." I was watching this right before the live stream. I couldn't believe it. Kate was laughing the whole time because we're like, "Oh no, that's my man right there." Because his attitude. I said, "Kate, watch this." I said, and right before it happened, I said, "Kate, watch she be all over him because he deaded her because he thought it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off." He had that attitude, right? After that, I said, "Man, this show has to be written by some dudes," because after that, she was all over him. She wanted him more. He wasn't the Chad. He was actually the smart dude. But because he cut her off and didn't care and said, "I'm going off to the next one," right? She respected him. And and the crazy thing is, that's why guys are leaving. Guys are leaving. You know what's gonna happen? You guys may be back around, and well, not right now. It's not gonna happen no time soon. You know what's happening right now with the way certain women are. Not all women. Certain women are. It's gonna be dead there for a little while. Okay, it's gonna be dead there for a little while, and then not even just guys that are down and out, and guys that even that can get women are leaving. It's gonna happen more and more and more. This is becoming more mainstream. It's becoming more mainstream, right? And men are catching on, and men are seeing, wait a minute, I can go overseas and things are cheaper. Like guys wouldn't even imagine that I've lived out here with you know a little more than 2,000 a month at points. But it's not for the faint of heart though. To be out of the country and not rely on things you're used to. It takes a lot. It takes balls, man. It takes balls, and a lot of guys are not ready to do that. But I think more guys should try. And so Keith said he's going to the Philippines. What's going on, Lee Smith? I see you guys are checking in from Facebook. Thanks a lot for that, man. And Garrett said, "Get to break my exercise for a minute." From the 9 guys I know from our 1999 crew went to Philippines to marry their Filipinas and bring them back to USA. Only 2 marriages failed, and it is like that. A lot of times, not a lot of times, but sometimes it's a good percentage of guys that get women over there, and it works. So I can't bash it, but it's looked down. And I'm gonna get more into that now.
Let's say this is a very attractive woman, right? Theoretically, this can't work unless this woman sees you're successful or she thinks you're gonna be successful. That's the bottom fucking line, guys.
And you know what? He's right. He's right what he's saying. A woman can see you're successful. She knows you're gonna be successful. That's getting harder and harder in this day and age in the U.S. Okay, so what's happening is it's leaving a lot of guys with women not wanting to talk to them, and then it's like not like it used to be. When I was back in the states and I was on my game and I was out in the streets running wild, that was the time to talk to women. But we talking early 2000s when I was 20 in my 20s, But things have changed, and but he's right though. He's right, and like I don't bash these coaches that teach game. I think you need game. But a lot of guys are done playing games. That's why they're coming over here. And so Angela Sapasic, I don't know what you're talking about, Will, but let me know more. And so Tony Anderson thumbs up. And Big Truck said black women try to use their passport as revenge on black men, claiming they are world traveled. Ever see a group of them in Thailand? It's all black women and there are no men with them or trying to talk to them. And you know what happens, man? What black women are mostly known for. I'm not saying black women don't travel. A lot of black women travel. They go to many different countries. But what Big Truck said is right. Of course, what happens women get over to other countries, men will sleep with them. But a lot of times men may not want to deal with them. I mean, even if they did, say from a man dealt with them, right? And the same girl Rashida that you knew from up the block when you were younger, right? Some of you guys know what I mean. Starts giving that attitude that you know her to have. Guys overseas are not hearing it. They'll drop it like a bad habit so fast. They're not gonna stay around and be strong, and it's funny. I was looking at TikToks, and a woman was like, "Oh man, can't handle me," and I'm a strong black woman. Men are they say we're intimidated. That's what they say. You're intimidated. It's not that men are intimidated. Men are done, and this is the wild thing. This is the crazy thing, guys. So I kind of get what dating coaches talk about a little bit. You want to know why? Because when I was in the states, I've never dealt with a woman that wasn't somewhat submissive, or a woman usually got in line. You know, That's one thing I can say. I never dealt with a woman that was ghetto, that was so ghetto to the point I had sex with them, but I never have been with a woman. Usually, the woman I with was sweet-hearted, sweet speech, you know, soft tones, feminine, even in the states. And I think what's happening is why it's so bad is because men have allowed it to be that bad. And KS used to say it all the time. Men need to stop having sex with women that are like this, and maybe they'll change. And so Simply Rocco said, "Huh, Jay, you aren't a hell by a man." No, I'm not a hell by a man. In their eyes, in their eyes. And so Garrett said, Mine and another from the guy divorcing a Filipina. Great track record. Go for it, guys. Like mean again, true real talk. And so 846 Wagon Lover said, I believe in freedom of choice. My brother likes white women, so he is dating here in the States. I went to Philippines and got king treatment. I will never date in the US again. That's my choice. Exactly. And that's how it is for a lot of guys. Guys are getting out and they well, you know what it is. What happens is guys still get out and then they'll get that king treatment. And a lot of guys won't understand until they'll go out of the country and go, man. And when you got a woman, that's why you see the thumbnail. You got a woman in the thumbnail, like in the thumbnail, right? Let me move this here. You got women like that you guys just seen right there, saying, cooking for you, waiting for you hand and feet. Will rub your feet, will jump in the shower and wash you like a baby. And woman, where we're from, will call it, oh, she's just being a servant, you know. But when you get that kind of treatment, men not gonna go back. Men not going back to that. So Big Truck said the last trip I took to Thailand, I flew business class. The group of black women flew economy. We got there, they went on tours. I got with a woman and broke off from their little boring group. And so Big Truck said travel favors American men, not American women. Very true. And he said black women prefer to go to the Caribbean so they can get massages from the Jamaican, Barbados, Bahamian dudes. And it's funny. I actually posted that Big Truck in one of my last videos. Right, I posted it, and this woman had on yellow, right, and she's getting massaged from this guy, and he's just rubbing her butt, and he looks like he's having a hard time. When Kay gets on later, I'm gonna post some of these things. I'm gonna let Kay take over, and I'm gonna post some of these videos to the chat for you guys. Huh? What do you mean there's no sound? Oh yeah, you're right. Now I could turn the sound off. I can turn the sound off. Yeah, I'll make sure to turn the sound off because I'll definitely be copyrighted. But yeah, that's what happens though. They go out to Caribbean, and what's wild? Not only do they do that, Big Truck, they go out there and they go on their hedonism trips, right? That's what women do. Women do hedonism trips, which are pretty much cheating trips, right? So a lot of times when women say, "Oh, I'm going on a trip with my girlfriends," that's like a woman saying they want to break up with you. You get what I'm saying? That's like a woman is threatening you to break up with you. It's like, okay, you going where with your friends? Okay, okay. When you come back, your stuff is gonna be in the curb. Why? And guys got to be like, if a guy's gonna deal with them there, you have to be like that. You have to be cold, and that's why I work for that young guy. And it's funny because this is what's the name of that show? Okay, what's the name of that show? The show with the Indian girl. Well, anyway, thinking about that, well, I can't think of the name. Right? What happened was the guy wasn't having it. The guy wasn't having it. And huh? Oh, never have I ever. Never have I ever. It was season two, no, season two, episode 5, right? 4 going into 5, and on Netflix, right? So I'm watching it, and and dude got cold on her, and then she didn't want Chad anymore. It was bugged out because the dude was a nerd. But she was a nerd too. But she didn't want to deal with the Chad anymore. She was dealing with the Chad. Had him. Dude had the six pack, everything, right? Then the Chad was changing his life around. Like he wanted to actually, because he had her doing the homework. It was bugged that he had her doing the homework, and then he wanted to go to college now. And then the other dude ended up liking the other Indian girl, was dealing with her, and the other girl was going crazy because he was going to go in the tent with her and probably was going to have sex. And so she automatically got jealous, and he said, "Stop acting like we're friends. We're not friends. I don't like you. Did me wrong. Played her." And then she's just like, and it's funny because they even showed how they show like the voices that are talking for them. They had like the voice talking for her, like, oh, all of a sudden, like I'm liking just how girls do. All of a sudden, she was liking him, because he wasn't having it. And the girls paint that nice guy thing like, oh, that's what they want. That's what they want when they're older and they're washed up. But and it showed, and the girl was what, 16 years old. All of a sudden, she wanted that guy. And so, Jay, did you see that photo of the black woman in Jamaica getting a boat? Yeah, I seen it. I actually had a video on it on Big Truck. I posted a video of it in my one of my last videos on Water Life. I posted a video of it. Yeah, no, Greg does know stuff. That's why I said I'm not bashing Coach Greg Adams at all. I actually like his content. I'm not bashing him. I was just pointing it out. But I think he was misinformed at that time because after that he said, passport guys are winning, because I think he examined it and thought about it, and because he thinks with logic. That's why I said I can't bash him. He thought about it probably and said, no, these guys are right. You know, these guys are right. And what happens with a lot of dating coaches, they spoke on passport guys in a bad light because it kind of kills their money, their revenue, kills their revenue stream a little bit. So that's why a lot of them, would say, no, guys can't be high value here, and guys will say that, and guys are traveling over here to the Philippines and other places and still finding virgins. You know, that's less likely to almost impossible in U.S. or even other countries. But guys are going to other countries and finding virgins. I know a guy that just got married and was surprised his lady was a virgin. You know, could you imagine that? Could you imagine? You get married and you go, oh man, this lady not having sex with nobody, and you fall in love all over again. Cause you don't get that where we from. Could you, man, God get out here, he bang his lady and find out she's a virgin, and then he's like, man, do you know that feeling? That feeling a man's gonna get after that? The feeling of falling in love all over again? It's like, oh man. But Keith McGowan said the U.S. culture has changed. I have a lot good women in the Philippines. She's a lot more respectful than these spoiled U.S. women. And let me get into it. I gotta review some of these pictures, guys. Let me get right into this. Hold on one second. Now, exhibit number one. Yeah, exhibit number one. Kay's laughing at me. She said, exhibit number one. Let me move my screen to the side here. Why's the camera not changing? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Well, anyway, I don't need to see my face. You guys only see my ugly face anyway. So it says all these men bragging about third world women. It's because they feel the upper hand over these poor, opportunist women who pretend to be submissive. Just bring them abroad and watch the change. This is sad. That pretend to be submissive. Now, it's hard for women to pretend to be submissive when they're just naturally submissive. Okay. Now, and you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys have experienced this probably, or getting ready to experience it. When you have a woman taking care of your hand and feet, and then also sometimes the guy says just bring them abroad and watch the change. Of course, many change. The U.S. is tainted. Of course that happens. It's common sense. That's gonna happen. That's why I make the videos I make. I've been making them for years. not for too many, for about 2 3 years. I've been doing content for 7 years, but I've been going deep for about 2 3 years, and that's why I started going deep because a lot of times, and you guys speak about it, you can't take everyone back. A lot of you guys have said you guys have gotten to know Kay somewhat, and some guys have said, Jay, you probably could take Kay back, and I know I could. I know I could take her back. You want to know why? She's not going to be outside behind different women. That's why I could take Kay back. Not that she's going to be under control of me. She's not going to be like, you guys know what I'm talking about. She's not going to be at a job, gainfully employed, going, oh, I make more money than you. I don't have to worry about that. So let me get back into the comments. And so Big Truck said, these dating coaches don't understand. Thanks a lot for the super chat, OCGM. OCGM said, first off, why do these haters think these ladies are poor? According to Northworth calculations, U.S. women are the poorest. If a Colombian woman is worth zero and U.S. woman has 70K of debt, who's poorer? Perfect example. Great, great analogy. Great analogy. And that's what's happening. Um, U.S. women are they're the most schooled right now. They have the most debt, and a lot of it is not using logic. I'll tell you guys what happened to me after I got out of high school, right, guys? I went right to the workforce. I went right to the workforce. I don't know what it was. I felt like college was a scam. I don't know why. When I was 18, I felt like it was a scam, and then I come to find out years later I was right. So happy. But you have so many women that are getting out of high school and they're going to college and they don't know what they want to do. And KS talked about it all the time. God rest his soul, but he's talked about it all the time. Women, they get out of high school and then they just jump into to college, and then they go for things like, liberal arts, and it's true. And you know what happened with me when I got out of high school? This is what I said to myself. I said, I don't know what I want to take up in college. Dead serious, guys. I said, I don't know what I want to take up in college. I liked music a lot, right? I liked music a lot, and I wanted to go to I think it was the New York Film Academy. Yeah, I wanted to go there to learn production and stuff like that. I should have went, but I didn't go there. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna grind. And then you know what happened? I ended up working at Cablevision, right? When I was working at Cablevision, I ended up working with people that I knew that graduated college. And I was like, man, I said so. And that's what happened, guys. I'm 24 years old, and because I went right into sales right away, I chose the right profession. I went right into sales, and I'm working with people who are graduating college and they're in sales, and I'm like, man, like wow, like what are you doing? Hey, did you graduate college? Yeah, I did. But then at that time, employment was like everybody when everybody's graduating college. A lot of times, the degrees you get doesn't mean that you're gonna get money if you have a degree. you know, it depends on what you have a degree in. That really matters. But a lot of people went to college and got degrees and got out and couldn't translate it to money. So a lot of these people were working in the same positions with me, and I'm like, man, and it's wild because they work in the same positions as me, and I'm making more than them because I'm a better salesman. So go figure who made the right choice. I felt proud about myself because when you're a young kid, yeah, and that's what I should have did. I should have joined the trade, but the trades were dying when I got out of high school. They still had them around. I should have jumped to them though, but they were starting to do away with those trade schools. I don't know how old you are, E46 Wagon Lover, but I graduated around. Hey, it happens. How you doing? I graduated around '99, and that's when the trades were dying. I learned how to be a piano technician, and I make six figures. See that? See that? That's where the real money is. Trades. Even if it's wild, like because even in jail, right? You go to jail. I think now in jail they teach you guys how to be plumbers and stuff, or and carpenters, and it's wild because you get out of jail even. I know I'm not trying to compare jail to the world, but you guys know what I'm saying. You go there sometimes and you learn because they have you do slave labor in jail, and then you try to be a carpenter, and and it's more usable than college. It's wild. It's wild. And so let me see. I skipped some of you guys' comments by mistake. And so yeah, I was back up to. I was back. Let me go back up to. Hold on here. Let me see who I skipped. I was up to. It's a lot of comments in here. Skipped a lot. So giving J and K, these women now see we don't want to deal with them anymore. Abroad is where the good guy finished first. Exactly, exactly. I made a video on that too before. Like when you're abroad, the good guys finish first, and it's true because these girls want a good guy. Don't get me wrong, girls like bad boys, got bad boys everywhere. That's just facts. They like bad boys everywhere, but abroad, the good guys finish first, and that's why pick me's are starting to win, man. Pick me's in the U.S. So that's why I say I can't never completely bash the U.S. because now you got pick me's. You have women that are speaking up on it on TikTok, and they're like, "No, I know what's going on. I'm not listening to these women." There's certain women there, the last struggling few, who are like, "No, pick me," and that's good. I like seeing that, and they're speaking out against it. And there needs to be more women to speak out against it. You know why? Because the more women speak out against it, the more pick me is going to get more popular, and maybe in the future, sometime women in the U.S. will have more of a chance. You know, but then you have a lot of women that are not talking about it, but they're getting married. You have women that are feminine there, but not very much. Nothing compared to treatment, love, and respect. And so, but a lot of things have changed here in the DR, and it has been recognized by a lot of Americans living here that the women here are no longer the same. They're slowly moving to Colombia. Yes, yes, sir. You know what it is? I heard about DR, and a lot of times in DR, especially if you go to Sosua, and Von Byron knows guys go out to Sosua sometimes, not all the time, and fall in love. And definitely can't do that. But no, I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that. And so Frank Ellis said, "Men travel for a better life. The women are the fringe benefits that come with traveling." Exactly. And so David Miller said, "My cousin moved there and said he is treated like a celebrity. A friend of mine just went for 2 months to the Philippines. Just got back. He said he would retire there. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. That's what's happening. Guys are coming over here and like, wow, I want to go back." And so Lisa said, "Facts, Jay. My ex used to go to the strip club with her girlfriends. Yep, and that's what girls do. And yeah, man, the girls going to strip club. No, you know what? You know what girls do at strip clubs? Have you guys ever seen any of those videos of what girls do at strip clubs? They be sucking dudes off in the strip club, man. You guys never seen that? Girls be in strip clubs sucking dudes off. I know, okay, stupid. It'd be wild, but that really be happening. And so Willie said, I started out in Bogota, Colombia. Cause there was an influx of Pookies, Rere. So I did South America plus Southern American women are very similar to Western women. These the Panay rules in all areas. Well, yeah, you find more submissive women here. Out here in the Philippines, man, that's one of them places where you hear guys saying, woman was rubbing my and women consider them maids, but woof. When the guy said, "Woman, rub my back and then wash my clothes and then pluck my toenails and then you know, and then gave me head and then gave me sex and then gave me a massage to sleep," like what? What? And didn't ask me for no money. And on top of that, when I was dating her, she didn't ask me for no money. So the guys always like to say, "Oh, they want money." But then you have guys coming out here too, get women for the money, but you still get the woman in these places sometimes don't need the money. And everywhere. Even in even in South America you still can find it. I understand what you're saying, Willie, but it's still getting hard out there, but I'm sure you can still find it more, even more than the West. But everywhere it's getting corrupt a little bit, like even feminism is here. But you know what I seen when I seen the feminism here? I seen all the undesirables. They could have been superheroes. They could have been the undesirables of the Philippines. It was all can't laugh at me. It was all undesirable women. I'm looking at all the women. I'm like, hey guys, oh man, I want to show. I don't want to show the picture because it was young girls. All the girls looked like they were like 18, 19. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I felt bad. I felt bad. Like sometimes that's why I block out a lot of pictures because I'm like, man, these young girls don't know that they're gonna give all of their life to it. But then these are the same girls that probably don't have guys talking to them in school. They're probably not the ones that's desired because the ones that's desired here in the Philippines don't give a damn about no feminism. I'll tell you that. So it's not the majority. It's probably like out of say if you have 6 million women, 7 million women here, you may have a thousand women that are doing that. You know, and that's just facts. And so great stream, buddy. Thanks, Billy. Thanks. And so Gangsta Gun Bear said, after all the time I've been to PI, I still don't know what a Filipino nose is. Filipino nose is like the button nose. You have some Filipino noses with mine's like nose like mine's too. Filipinos are like the Filipino nose is the button nose, smaller than mine. I did, yes, I do. Panays have the lowest mouths on the face of the earth. The right Panays, brothers, be mindful. Yeah, yeah, I know. The right Panays, you're right. The right Panays. It has to be the right one. Because, man, they have some ones here. Woo! But you can tell who they are. And it's wild because guys say that guys that travel don't have game. Like, say, you put a guy like me in any country, I'm going to know what I'm looking at, you know? I'm going to know what I'm looking at. I'm going to know. I'm going to see and go, oh, nah, stay away from that one. That one is like, stay away from this one. This one is like, like it's my cousin's about to come here. He didn't got him a condo. When he's out here, you think I'm gonna let him go astray? I'm be with him all the time. Like, guys, watch out for that one. Don't be over here. This, and that. So he's gonna have like a personal tour guide in a way. And so Jones Mills said Philippines got the thickest curvy baddies chick in Southeast Asia. Yeah, it is the thickest in Southeast Asia. I'll tell you one time, can't mess around and kill me, but I gotta say it anyway. 'Cause this is a mainstream. Man, I remember, sometimes, because you don't see it all the time. But when you see it, you be like, actually, I'll tell you, I seen it last night. I seen it last night, guys. I seen it last night. I was at McDonald's. I think she was married, though. But I was at McDonald's, and this woman had a maker on her. Woo! She had a little bit of weight, but she wasn't fat and out of shape. You know, as women usually get, like nowadays, they won't have it. They got to go get the BBLs and all that stuff. She didn't have no BBLs, no Brazilian butt lift. This woman, man, whew, she had a little weight on her, but she wasn't like fat and super out of shape. You know what I mean? That kind of way you guys can deal with. Like she a little chubby, but it's fine. Man, she had a maker on her. But so I know what you're saying, Jones. And I've seen some adventure parks, and you'd be like, and it'd be the ones just like you gotta completely turn your head away because it's just too much. And so Manila Martin said, I find a lot of guys coming here are scarred from bad relationships. As long as they don't end up with a bad woman, many get healed here. Yeah, I said it before. What happens is with a lot of guys that come to the Philippines, that see, this is the thing. I tell guys all the time, and there is a game to traveling, and I tell guys all the time, like in my videos, look. That's why when I was reading some of these comments, I'm like, you guys, like they just bash the traveling guys. Like you don't know, traveling guys know what's going on. Like, let me read this next comment. I gotta do this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because they just bash us. It's like, huh? Wait a second. This one here. I think it's this one here. And then so this guy says, like, duh. When you live or travel to a third world country from a first class country, it's obvious you're in demand. Now reverse the role. Do you really think a third world woman would throw themselves at you if they had money, or would even give you, especially a black man, the time of the day if they had money? Use common sense. I said they would. I pulled the baddest in the states. And what guys, what guys don't understand is the women that have money nowadays, right? What's happening in U.S.? Think about it, guys. What's happening in U.S. with the women that have money? They have to go for who? The baddest guys that are broke, right? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong, right? Who are they going for? Because guys don't want them. Guys with money don't want them. So who are they going for? Think about it. The women with money are going for regular guys because they have no choice. Men aren't dating them. And so this guy obviously doesn't understand hypergamy. He said, like, duh, when you live or travel to a third world country from a first world country, it's obvious you're in demand. Now reverse the role. Reverse the role. The women that are older, you see the women that rode the rode the carousel for many years or just stayed single and now they're 40, 50, and they're getting younger guys. Now they still got the groove back. Right? So what he's saying is completely wrong. He's wrong. But anyway, here's another one, guys. The guy says, this is a lady. She said Americans seeking partners overseas. I gotta move this here. Hold on one second, yeah. Oh, now you guys can see it. Americans. Oh, no, I gotta move this. Wait a second. Let me post this one second. All right, good. So Americans seeking partners overseas should know they are desperate foreign men and women to come to America partly to escape poverty and will accept or propose marriage. So consider that American men and women. Some people marry for love, some for financial security, and some are opportunists. It's all about them and perhaps their families to get them out of living in poverty. Many foreign women marry American men in the military, from my firsthand knowledge, to mainly to help their families come to America to escape poverty. Some learn or already know the American rights taught to them by others in marriages and divorces, and some do divorce their husbands, especially after receiving their citizenships, so they can't be deported. Those women don't typically walk away financially destitute, as in cases of divorce, the wife is able to get half, right? And so here comes Kay in, but give me 1 second, Kay. But you could talk though.
Hi guys. Hello guys. What's going on with the comments in the middle of your
Yeah,
face?
hold on. Yeah, I know. I have no choice. I couldn't put the screen to the side. I was trying to do this.
Ah,
See,
okay.
it's still not working. So I just had to do it like this. But let me read the next one. So, and this from Peaceful Music actually was on there. I think where is it at? And so Anthony Broomfield was on her side. Said finally one smart person, and then she said thank you, right? And so Peaceful Music said we all know that. Like we know we're not stupid. We know what's happening in the world. Like we're not just going to countries going, oh, it's like there goes that pretty lady over there. Oh, and and then we're dating a woman, and when women want to go back, women want to go back. It's just for that. Women will dating you just for that. Because a lot of, especially if a guy's dating online, you already know. Okay, this one may want to go back over here, and then so
Mhm.
he said, we all know that. I said, I teach that on other channel. Like I tell guys that all the time. So like it's nothing you can really tell us. Like what are you saying? Like we're not
Hi
stupid.
Liz.
Thanks for the super chat, DJ B Fit. He said, got my credit cleaned up. My LLC got a line of business credit. Now working on my first Airbnb property. All in 30 days. Get money, get your passport. I heard that. I heard that, DJ B Fit. And so yeah, DJ B Fit. I don't know if you're talking about doing it over here, because
Thank
that
you for
that's
the
the
super
move too.
chat.
Thanks for the super chat. A lot of guys are doing that, and that's the move too. But yeah. So people are like leaving comments and thinking, oh, I schooled them. It's like I schooled them. Like we just that dumb. Oh, we just out here like, oh, yeah, just take my money.
No, I think they have no idea also that because of what they watch, they thought Filipino or foreign women are like very
No,
poor,
babe.
doesn't finish college or
It,
something.
it's not even that, kid. It's not. No, it's not about Filipinos. It's about them disrespecting the men and automatically assuming. They automatically see. You ever heard? Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming. But that's what they're doing, and that's not
Mhm.
smart at all. That's not smart at all. So when guys saying that and guys saying, "Oh, then you must not be high value or you can't get them here." So when you usually say something with the insult, it's like you're saying it for a reason. Maybe it's because you're saying it because you're gonna lose an income. You're gonna lose income, right? What happens if a guy say, okay, I understand all your dating advice that you gave me, right? But I don't need this because I'm gonna go over there and they don't play these games over there. I remember
Mm-hmm.
how it was. I remember when I was in the States, right? That was really a game. Like what my brother Alpha Male Strategy said, peace to him. I love the game he gives. He's one of the top dudes out there and teaches men to after you date a woman, don't call her for 10 days because you don't look desperate. You don't look desperate. And over here, you if you bag a woman in the mall, she's calling you probably an hour later. She's calling you. She's texting you. And I'm talking about a woman that don't even want to go back to the States. You'd be surprised, man. You guys know. You guys already come over here. So many women that you end up talking to and they don't want to go back. They know they
Mm-hmm.
gotta stay here and they gotta stay here and take care of their family. You know, or if they do go back, they want to go to take care of their family. But a lot of times they're getting money here. I've talked to so many women. I remember before I was walking the streets of Manila, you guys remember? And I interviewed a woman in the store and I'm like, oh, she said, oh, well, no, I gotta get money. I gotta take care of my family and this, and that. And I said, would you ever date a man to go over to? She was like, no. Remember that day, Kay? The woman in
Mm-hmm.
where's we at? I gotta find that video, guys. I was in and this was years ago, like
Echo.
2 years ago. What was it? I was an ace.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I was an ace, and
Mm-hmm.
I said to the woman, and I gotta find a video because the guys, this is 2 years ago. It's like this is all proof. 2 years, and the woman's like, no, I don't want to. I have to work. I have to work hard for my family.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, then later I'll seek marriage. She wasn't seeking marriage, and but she still this woman was gorgeous. She
And
was
also, you
gorgeous.
need to understand, maybe she, during the time she's growing up, maybe they're really poor. So
Yeah.
sometimes when you experience that, you want to be like, I want to finish college and then
Hmm.
help my family. And then
Yeah.
sometimes it happened to some of Filipinas I know.
It happened to Kay.
Yeah,
Kay's family
and
was
it's
like
me
that.
too.
Yeah, Kay. Yeah, I want to disagree with some of these comments because I've witnessed some
Where,
females here in DR who are happy to be poor and refuse to accept the luxury life with America. Yeah, exactly. And same thing with Filipinos too. I've
go
seen.
on.
I'm here, like I've been living in the country for years, so I speak to women all the time. I've interviewed women in the street with Kay. I stopped doing it because I'm not in Manila anymore. But as soon as I go back, I'm gonna do it again. Because out here it's like a little different. Like you walking people with the camera, they're like, uh, it's wild in the province. Like, sometimes they want to be, but it's a little different. Some Western women just want paint foreign women with the broad brush. That's not right. Yeah, they do. They do. But what happens is they look at it in such a bad way, but because the little bit of women that are here that are scammers, they make it hard on all of the women. And they don't know that, but they do. And it's like that in every country. It happens in every country, not just the Philippines. It happens in Thailand, happens in Colombia, happens in everywhere you can think of men travel to, it happens. So, but women got to understand though, it's not good because it paints the whole country in a bad light. Because that one guy it happens to, I speak to guy, and I made videos about it, guys, all the time. Like, guys will go into a situation done with a woman, or go to the bar and fall in love, or think, oh, you can take girls out the bar. Some guys do, and some guys could be successful, and they go into it like that, and they get their own. So, oh, I don't trust any Filipinas. Oh, Filipinas are like this, or they get three in a row that did them wrong, but they've been a victim the whole time.
And maybe they need to think also, maybe I need to find the right woman. Maybe if I'm looking in
Yeah.
the same location, same place, same, maybe I need to find someone somewhere else.
No, because you know what, guys? Because no matter what it is, right? As a man, even if you're old, because you see old men all the time that get their exercise in. As a man, you have to continue to build yourself until you die. Even exercise, stay in shape, because women look at that stuff. And if you're an old guy, right, and you're walking all the time and you're in good shape, you're gonna look like it. And women are gonna see that and go, okay, I'm with the guy. He's a little older. Like imagine the older guy in the Philippines, right? He's older, but then he's in shape and he even has a muscle tone now. He's been working out now, and you see it. Like, I seen a guy one time. what's his name? Video Lux. He was out here first came out here. He was fat, right? That man then switched his whole life around. He went from the fattest dude you ever see around to a dude that was in shape. So Filipinos now, if they get with him, they're gonna feel like, okay, this guy's in shape. He may be older, but he's in shape. And a lot of guys are starting to do that. I think every guy needs to do that. Get in shape no matter what. Because I knew one guy that was out here, and he was a fat dude, and he was preaching MGTOW after a while, but he had three Filipinos that did him wrong, and it's gonna happen with how big he is. And then also when you're big like that and you're old, that's what he had two strikes against him. If you're big and you're younger, you probably can get away with a lot more. There's some guys that are bigger and younger and got charisma. I've known big guys that get tons of women. I grew up with them. I grew up with them, and they get all the women they want.
Mhm.
So, but what happened with him? He was in a bad situation, but he probably painted it for himself. He didn't realize it, and he talked
I
down
think I
on.
think I think
Mhm.
you missed the one on the top. You
Which one?
skip people on the top.
Which one?
You
What's
you
going
read
on, Rilla?
everything. Shout out to John Thomas. He used his membership. He's already member for 24 months. Good evening, J and K.
Hmm.
And then I see the comment here of sis, the Hapster. I'm a Filipino. I married my husband while we were in school. You read this already, right?
No, I didn't read that.
You skip after the super
I
chat. You
skipped
need
it
to
for the
go
super
up.
chat. Yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah.
no.
um, my husband while we were in school in Oklahoma and still married to the same guy. Thank God
Mm,
for that.
yeah,
Hello, si
that's when I
Bro
got
na
it.
hey kay sis kay. Hello, the Hapster and Tony
Thanks a lot
underscore.
for the
Shout
for the
out.
super sticker, Malik. Thanks a lot, man.
And then let's go up a little bit, guys, so we can read some of your comments. And Willie Abram said, Pinay are bound by their traditional upbringing. They don't want to shame their families. Fit, feminine, friendly, childless. Don't go to the Philippines looking for a model or a 25-year-old of
Yeah,
a 25-year-old. And then the Hapster said, Jay, I just watched a video of a German citizen who were caught in the Philippines for being with the underage girl. Should read that already, right?
I know I didn't. And
Okay.
so, okay, let me see where you at, cause you skewed all over the place.
Yeah, I just scroll up.
Let me go up to the top for a little bit. I gotta read through these
Okay.
things fast. And so Willie Abrams said, Panays are bound by their traditional upbringing. They don't want to shame their families. Feminine, friendly, childless. Don't go to the Philippines. Look for okay, that one. That's where you are. Got it. So hey, it won't let me super chat. I don't know what's going on, man. But Earl Owens, what's going on, Earl? Brian Marcus, yes, guys, give a thumbs up on the video. Give a thumbs up when you come in. It
It's
helps
coming in
to
Manila.
suggest the live so people can see it and view it.
We'll be back in Manila soon, guys. Maybe next month.
And so George said there's blow bars, blow job bars in Bangkok. I believe there are. It probably is.
They
You
already
won't see
had
it
that.
mainstream. You won't see it mainstream, but I'm sure it can happen. And so this is all shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. These women don't want us getting feminine women abroad, so they try to shame us. It's not just women; it's guys too. But it's not the guys don't want to do it for the same reason. They do it for money reasons. Or some guys are just they've been raised by their mother alone, and they hold to that. You got some guys that are raised by their mother alone that know that everything is happening now, and they don't go for it. But then you have those guys like, my mom is everything. And you get you a woman in the states. My mama's from the states. And it's just like that. And so let me see. DR is a miss, Jay. Then women are acting like American women. I've always felt the DR is too close to America about its location. Okay, yeah, somebody else said that too, Frank Ellis. For anybody, I said that too, and I know what's happening out there. It's still better. It's still better than being directly in the states. But I've heard DR is getting bad for many guys. So facts, my girl has a button. No, it's still good though for the guys that want to travel for the sex tourism. Only thing that's one of the BBL capitals of the world. DR too. Like
Mm-hmm.
you find a lot of you find women that are thick naturally, but then you sometimes you don't know. You won't know. You can tell every lift. Yeah, you can tell, but some you don't know. But they have a lot of BBLs out there. Fast Smoker has button nose, so cute to me. Her mama laughs. Okay, you guys are talking about what I talked about earlier. And so the
And then
OCGM said when I stayed in Thailand 2 months, all I seen was U.S. white males with their Southeast Asian wives. My white brother's been banging Asian chicks since the Korean War. We have black guys too doing it. They were there. They were there with them. Yeah, but
Liz Smith said, "Facts, my girl has a button nose. So cute to me. Her mama laughs because
yeah, I
I'm
just
Black
read it.
American." Are you read it? Oh,
You not listening to
you
me?
didn't put it in the screen. That's
Oh yeah,
why. I thought you were reading your other one.
you tired over there, woman?
And Gary says USA is no longer first class in Philippines is moving up through that. And George Winba said it's not about money. He has no game. What's up, Jay?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even really game because you don't necessarily have to have game out here. That's why I say that for the guy that doesn't have game, go abroad. For the guy that doesn't make enough, say
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't make the six figures, go abroad. For the guy that has the ability to, if he's still working, he's young, but he has the ability, the skills, like to work online, he can do something online. Go abroad. To the guy that can, you know, that has a lot of investments and has enough to, you know, leave and go abroad. Go abroad. 'Cause I know my family, my cousin right now, he's actually doing everything he can to get over here. He's a truck driver right now. He's doing everything he can to get over here. And he's gonna be over here and he's gonna have five apartments, six apartments. He'll mess around and have 10 if he could, and be renting them all out. So he's gonna be out here doing it, and I'm proud of him.
And also, if you date a foreign woman, you don't need to ask things. It will be given to you. Like you don't need
Hmm.
to ask to cook for me. I'll cook for you.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
things
That's the
like
thing.
simple things.
Yeah, the things that usually, but still, you got some women that do that back home, but it's dying. It's a dying breed. It's a dying breed. So if guys have that and you have no problems and you don't have any problems with everything I'm saying now, stick with it. But
Hmm.
if a guy's having problems and wants to avoid it and wants to have the percentages work in his favor, then go.
Hmm.
Because you don't want to be in a place where all the girls are banging the same dude because it happens. It
Also,
happens.
OCGM said, "What that old man is saying is what women are doing for non-American men."
Hmm.
And then Willie Abrams said, "Backs is very easy to get in the States. Women in the States have no value at all, and the backs is sketchy. I also know an OFW with lots of dollars, however, that's not necessarily what you want." And then let's skip the hamster because I just read that. They're saying, "Hello to me, hello, I'm here."
So
Gansa
Gangsta
Gami
Gangsta
Bear.
Bear said, "Bums always use that third world outdated cold word term. They make themselves feel so high over people using it. Pathetic." And they do that. Oh, you're out there in the third world country, and those women, of course, they want men with money, and this, and that, this, and that. But you know what? This is what I say to that, right? So if that's the situation, and okay, guys are over here, and these girls want men with money, and they're getting better treatment, why would they stop going? Right? Why would they stop going? Like even if that is the case, these girls want you because of your money. Now you're not just sitting. A lot of you guys coming over. You're not just going. Okay, here's 300. This is for you. Which that's a lot of money. You just handed somebody 10,000 pesos. But a lot of times you're not doing that. You're not doing that. So that's why guys are making a choice to leave.
Yeah, they're always saying Philippines is a third world country.
Yeah, yeah. They say that all the time.
And it's so funny. Some people commenting like, "Oh, is there where to buy a television in the Philippines?" So,
Yeah, somebody said that.
Philippines is not a forest, guys. We actually like super updated with all the malls here is like super unlimited malls, especially in Manila, and a lot of stuff you can buy like right in
No,
front of you. It's too easy.
It's more morals over here, like in places like Cebu, you know, Cebu, Manila, than states, than most states in the U.S. You know, you'll find more malls, not in cities, but in a lot of states. Philippines has tons of malls. You guys know, you see YouTube. Oh, I can't
Mhm.
believe the Philippines is like this. I can't believe the Philippines has all these rich areas. But it's gonna be like that in every country. You're gonna have rich, you're gonna have your poor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know where you are. I
I'm up
didn't
here.
see
I'm up
God.
here, but they are trying to keep us in our wallets in US. Take your money and your mind across the oceans to where you love. Yeah. They do want us to keep it there.
I don't know where you are, but yeah.
And I'm here, so K is back. Yay. So now so
We
Billy Abrams
actually
said
wanna
I feel
we
that's actually
wanna
feminine woman like to concern yourself with the
see
choices
that
another
already.
man makes.
Yeah.
SYSBM, level up. Yeah.
We
If
actually
anybody
guys
doesn't know,
wanna
that's Step
go.
Yourself Black Man.
We
Hmm.
were go live last week. Only thing we arrive at 12, almost 12 a.m. Sunday.
Yeah, we did.
It's almost Monday already, so we decided not to go live because we're so tired already.
Hmm.
That's why we wasn't able to go live last week. So you already with Dapper Dean? He said
Yeah,
some Western women just want paint foreign women with a broad brush. That's not right.
we read that one already. Let me skip some more. Let's go down a little more. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. And so Frank Ellis. You see Frank Ellis?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know the lay of the land in the Philippines. I was stationed there for 3 years in the I don't know what's AF.
Angelus,
That
I think. Angelus Field. I don't know.
Angeles Field.
An Air Force. An Air Force. An Air Force.
Just Angeles Field. That experience will serve me well when I go back in 2023. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. And then
So
E46 Wagon Lover said, I'm at young age knew what I wanted to do for a living. I knew at a young age how to be happy in a relationship. If I listened to everyone else, how to live my life, I wouldn't be happy and I'd be
just like
just like
everyone
everyone
else.
else. Hmm.
Yeah. And so Jones Mills said, "I'll be 38 next month. I'm FedEx driver, Jay. Go go to the Philippines for a bit. I heard that.
House of Us, I got my passport. I gave a burger to a fat American woman as
That's
my
my last.
what?
That's my
What's the
last
fat?
donation. That's my last donation to American Obesity.
Stupid. That's so
Sure
fast.
that diabetes sometimes feeding well counts as volunteering. Oh man, it's so wrong.
Why are you doing this, House of Us? Just kidding.
We say,
Liz
yeah,
Smith
people.
05.
Okay,
Go ahead.
read that.
Yeah, eight. Yeah, people eight now flipping Airbnb that don't even own.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yep.
And what's up, please? Dating coaches are a joke who buy them bullshit courses.
Yeah, that's what's happening, and when guys are saying, "I'm just gonna get up and go," those courses they
Hmm.
die out. Because like, I remember
Yeah, I know. It's
back in the '90s and 2000, early 2000, you didn't need them courses. But then after that, you probably needed them because I remember just going out in the streets and going in the city and getting it off the lip. I went everywhere. I went to colleges, just drove my car up and just bagged. Went to parades, got all the girls, or get the most girls, and you know that's when you was able to do it. Social media killed it. Social media
Mhm.
actually killed it for guys.
And we have Alfredo de los Reyes. He's a Filipino. Hey, Kuya, sorry for my English. I am 17 years old Filipino. It's cool to say the N word. Not to hurt feelings, black guy, but mindset Pinoy black guy, rapper, NBA player. Yeah, he understood
Yeah,
because you as a Filipino, we watch some in a
yeah,
movie too. In a movie, especially in a movie,
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
too much. The N word.
No, you guys watch it. So I've had it happen before. But I've seen a guy. It was actually in Pasig, and the guy walked to me and said, "What's up, my nigga?" And I'm like, I want to say something to him, let it slide though. I'm like, I didn't say nothing, and I didn't respond in a positive way too. So he knew I wasn't joking. He didn't say what's up, my
Mhm.
nigga, and I started shaking his hand. I looked at him like, like he was crazy. Like, Don't talk to me like that. I
Now,
wasn't
maybe
mad
they're
though.
thinking that is
Yeah,
like a
yeah, I wasn't mad.
normal call
I
for
know.
black
Yeah,
people. Because in a movie, like, oh yeah, my nigga, you know.
yeah, but
In a movie,
I didn't
like,
say nothing to him. I wasn't mad to get have him an angry face. You know when you look at
uh-huh.
somebody like you're not playing, but you're not mad. You just look at
Hmm.
them like, don't talk to me like that. And then I walked off.
Maybe in a movie they watch too much.
Mhm.
Big Man 7917, are you do a tinikling today? He said, I miss the Philippines, places to see, and then Pinay to do. What the I know the
Yeah,
ebook. ebook.
I know.
Thank you for the super chat, Big
Thanks for the super chat,
Man.
big man. And yeah, too. Also, somebody got some stories. I'd love to get some of you guys on, share some of your stories on how you got over here, and
Mm-hmm.
you've seen things worked out more in your favor, or if you've gotten over here and seen things didn't work out in your favor. I would love to get that. I'd
Mm-hmm.
love to get you guys stories a little bit later. I may bring you guys on. We hit about 20 more minutes, hour and 30 more.
All right, we have Gary said for any SSDI you can make additional income along with it too. I need to call SSA and install this. I can make an additional. Garrett is promoting here
1350.
1,1350 and still
Mm-hmm.
get full benefits. You lose Medicare though. And then we have E46 Wagon Lovers here. Learn a trade that little people learn to do now. I'm making bank. I'm stacking my money so I can have the life I dream of. Now all I want is to share with someone and have a family.
I heard that.
And I'm not gonna listen to another college bio or girl that is deaf up to their
Boy,
ears.
boy, yeah, boy, girl, yeah, that has that up to theirs. Yep.
Hello, Simple Rocco. And the House of Us said, but the woman in the comments will never talking about the sister girls and white girls who are desperate. Marry a
Mm-hmm.
man and take all his money and house, but I'm supposed to fear a Filipina? Emo.
Yeah, I know.
And then Major, okay, guys, I'm gonna skip you guys. How you guys talking to? I'm a piano technician. I work on a rebuild pianos. Oh, he's a piano technician. Wagon Lover is a piano
Yeah, I read
technician.
that. I read that. I read it before.
Ah, okay. So I'm gonna go down now, guys. Let's go down to the bottom. Oh, it's jump. Can you read the next one? Because it
Well,
jumped. It jumped. The
no, it says,
comment
but have
jumped.
Filipino, especially young generation. I read that already.
All right. And
So Eve
then,
I can love it said I work out 5 to 6 days a week. I lift and run 2 to 3 miles a day. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not doing
mhm.
the 2 3 miles a day running, but I want to start doing that.
Oh, shout out to Kay
So what's
Dallas.
going
Are
on?
you in the treadmill right now, bro?
Yeah, what's going on, Euphorian? How you doing? Euphorian and Forrest Whitaker got what's up, Link? How you doing, brother?
Hello, Link. Malik Wali. What's up, room? Shout out. Big Brona. Yes. Brona, where are you coming to the Philippines? We're waiting for you. We'll be in Manila already before you come to the Philippines. Rilla said, I personally don't understand both sides. I won't ever fully unplug from the matrix. I will also speak to foreign women too. I like both. What is
Yeah.
LMFAO?
Oh no, he likes
Love?
both. He plays his card.
No, no. What's the meaning of it? Like, diba? It's like
Laughing my
LOL,
laughing my
laughing my.
effing.
Ah, okay.
It's crazy. When I was out there, I feel the same way, brother. When I was out there in the States, right? My cousin was going through a drought from heartbreak, and I was with him, and I was going around. I told Kay about it. I told Kay about everything. I was going around, and then I was seeing women in places. I was talking to them for him. It was wild. Like when I was in the
It's just an
States.
excuse, guys.
No,
Excuse.
no,
Just
no, no,
kidding. I'm
no, no.
joking.
That's when guys say, "Oh, you got no game." I went back and I was running game, and I was had to run game, and that's how I know it still works. I was out there and I talked to women for him, and you know what happened when I talked to the women for him? She was looking at me like, "What's up with you?" Because he like no one want no shy guy, right? So I came and I was like, I forgot what I said. I said something. And she was like, "Oh, you bold." She was like, "Oh, you bold," and I was like, "Yeah, well, this is how I am." And I said, "Well, he want to talk to you," and then she kind of like brushed it off, like forget him. And then also I met one at Wendy's, and she was a Spanish girl, And I was trying to tell my cousin, he didn't jump on it. I was like, "Cuz, get her, get her." I was like, "Yeah, how you doing?" Da, 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 da. And she was just smiling and she was all happy. And I'm just like, "Cuz, get her, get her, get her." But you know, g- so for those guys that say guys can't get the woman still in the states, that's just false. So I know if I was really running game, it'd be over. It'd
Big
be over.
man
If I was
said,
really running game and I was on some really going crazy and saying, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and get some. I'd have went out there and probably bank five of them. Because you know what, hookup culture is easy. It's too easy in the states. It is. All you gotta do is
so how many did you
have
hook
the
up
right
there when you're in
attitude.
the US, Jay?
You get
I'm
nobody.
joking. I'm
No, I'm
joking.
saying, but
He tell me everything, guys, so don't worry.
I told her everything. Yeah, but
I was on the phone too.
I told her because I was trying to help out my cousin, but he was in a bad rut. He's heartbroken. He was with a girl for 8, 9 years, and then and the crazy thing was he actually brought her a home. It was a crazy sad situation. He brought her a home, and then she was mad because she couldn't pick out the home with him. It was nuts. It was crazy.
Shout out to Bigman7917. Thank you for the super chat again. He said, I need to drop some
Yes.
weight so I can do my Pinay. I have waiting to see me when I return. So, Bigman, when are you planning to come? When you lose weight or
Yeah.
soon?
Come before you lose weight and lose it here.
Yeah, I
To get
know.
it
Lose
done.
it with her.
Yeah. Exactly. Lose it on her. And so Bert knows said, personally, I think people want to rush into relationships before they learn the lay of the land. Treat the woman you meet with respect and just take your time and get to know them. Yeah. I just doubt I'll marry an American woman. Yeah, I doubt that too. Yes,
And
and yes, guys,
Malikyo, thank
thumbs
you for
up.
this sticker earlier.
Yes,
Where are
guys,
you
thanks a lot
now?
for that. And so Adrian Ramirez said, "What's going on, bro? First time watching live. I watch your videos
Hello,
on YouTube,
Adrian. Hello, people in
Facebook. What's going on?
Facebook. Hello. Thank you for
Thanks for that.
watching.
Thanks for that, bro." And so Chris George said, "Jay, what's cracking, cuz from South Carolina? What's going on, Chris?" And then followage, the Mikey story. What's going on? Mikey story said, "The haters are just looking for something to talk about, but yet nobody cares about what they're doing to bring it to the light." Yep, it's true. And but these things are gonna keep happening. They're gonna keep happening. You're still gonna keep hearing it, and it's already we guys that come over here already used to it. We get all of this talk. We had it from our friends and family already. They feel the
Mhm.
same way. They just don't understand how it is over here. They don't understand. They just don't get it for the most part. You
And the
know.
funny thing is, a lot of Filipinas is like doesn't even know about feminism. It doesn't even know what's
They have
going
no
on. They're
idea.
like,
This is how they are.
yeah. Especially
Yeah.
when I was in Manila, they're all busy and working. They're like focused, and then they're just like it doesn't even watch YouTube at all.
Yeah.
Some people that we met when we're traveling, when we're in Manila, when going around. So
It's the crazy thing. Like I knew from how my situation played out. When I was getting ready to marry Kay,
mhm.
all she wanted to do was make sure I was pleased. That was it. And when a woman's like that, and Filipinos are like that, when all they want to do is make sure you're pleased, and the guy, people from other places wouldn't know. People from other places wouldn't know. A lot of times that's how women that are not from U.S. are. And you can find women like that in U.S., but it's not the same though for us
and,
overseas.
and then we have really Garrett is moving plan is already take effect. Is sending 4 boxes now. Wow, that's good.
Yeah, seen that
Garrett.
when he first came on.
Rilla said, at the same time, I'm a big guy software engineer, make 6 figures. I'm 6 feet. I'm charismatics. I can get women on either side. So I don't know. I have totally different perspective. That's from
Yeah, but
Rilla.
and the crazy thing with me though, Rilla, is that I can get him in the states, and I'm not 6 feet, and I don't make 6 figures. But see, what women say. This is the thing, and Rilla probably understands what I'm saying. From what women say and what women really want, women don't know what they want, right? Women will say they want a guy 6 feet, 6 figures. It's laying in bed slobbing on my knob. That's just how it goes, right? I want a guy 6 feet, 6 figures, but you good though. Women are always like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know how women in the states are, right? What they say and what they do, a lot of times is totally different things, right? I want a guy 6 feet, 6 figures, and then they banging anybody. You know, it's not even about the 6 feet, 6 figures. It's about what make them feel good. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's really
Mhm.
about what make them feel good. But women in general, you know.
And then we have here, Frank Ellis said, I will not date a Filipina under 25, 25 to 32 is my range, age range. It's maturity thing.
Yeah.
Chris George said, J and K, where are you from in the Philippines? Chris George, we're currently living in Calapan, Oriental Mindoro. That's part of Region 4 here in Luzon. But we will be back in Manila like maybe 2 to 3 weeks from now. We will be there for good again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our current location, back and forth.
Hmm.
E46 wagon lover Filipinos would compliment me on my nose and my eyes. I have hazel bluish eyes. I think the bottlenose is so cute. Okay. Willa said, bro, you don't even really need to have game in the USA. You make six figure in the USA and you play deceptive game, leading with it, and trust me, a lot will give you the time and not ask for
That's for
anything.
anything. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying.
And then Gangsta said, Gummy Bear, I would do anything to get there except getting a clutch shot. What's clutch shot?
The COVID shot. Uh,
Ah, okay.
That's
Oh,
me
si
with the
GM. You want to drink
investments.
some water?
That's me with the investments. So far, I'm up to 140 a month in dividends. I need to get that to a minimum of 500 before I walk away.
Okay. Rilla, because they don't want to. Oh, Rilla has a long message. This is the continuation. He said they don't want to push you away by asking for
Yeah.
just like with foreign women, but the bar is much higher here in the here in the USA. The men who make four 410 for what's that 401
40. I don't know. Here are like six
here
figure
are
minimum.
like six figure
Yeah.
minimum. Mhm.
It's true. It's true.
Hello. Hello, we are Penn State 76. Welcome, welcome. Why do we keep wasting time thinking about these people? Are we still in high school? What approval are you looking for? This makes me shake my head. Ain't nobody shaming me.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Only reason I talked about it though, we are Penn State, is because I'm making content right now that's reaching out to a wider audience.
Mhm.
On my new channel, this content is reaching more women and men in the states, and I'm receiving these comments. I don't know. I think Penn State came in kind of late, so I'm
And
receiving these
also,
comments here.
even in the Black Filipino, you receive some
Yeah, no,
comments
I
too.
get
It's
comments
just
like
go
that,
to
but I'm getting more now.
held for review. Some
I'm getting more
even
now.
the video that Jay did in the actual the child the TBF channel. He there's also like some foreign women like in the US commented there,
Hmm.
and you know protect ourselves. But I have nothing to get against foreign women. Okay, I'm just representing Filipina. Thank you so much for this super chat, J Smooth 99. Can you read that, baby?
Hold on, I'm trying to get this thing off the screen.
Get your shirt to represent your journey to the Philippines today at Foxtime
Um,
Creator Dashboard. Let me
I put
just
the wrong
read.
thing up.
J Smooth 99. Thank you so much for the super chat. I
Yes,
appreciate your channel. Keep up the good work, brother. Hi, Kay. Shout out from Houston.
yes. Thanks a
Hello,
lot
J
for that, Jay
Smooth.
Smooth. Thanks for the
Thank you for
support,
the
man.
super chat.
I appreciate it. I'm definitely not rich, so all the super chats are appreciated. I'm a
Big
hard
man.
working man.
Big man also
Spare
give
me
a
a dollar.
sticker.
Yeah.
What is this? Arms. Spare me a piece
Arms,
of bread.
arms. Spare me a piece of bread. I'm so hungry. But no,
Big
thanks a lot
man
for that,
7
Jason.
and also sticker from Big Man. He said, I meant to say Pinays. Wow, not Pinay. Oh my gosh. Big Man is Playboy, huh? You're gonna get girls.
Let me see
Pinays.
here.
Sorry, he said Pinays, not
So
Pinay.
OCGM said the term is from people who don't travel or don't pay attention to the international world. They believe the best, only the best in the U.S. I used to be like that too, OCGM. I was so close-minded until I jumped on that plane and started going. My mind started opening, and I started seeing the world is bigger than you think.
And also, Chris George said some people don't care as long as they may they main chick cuz
Hmm.
I don't know what I'm saying. Willa said the downside is that there are too many feminist and non-traditional women here, so I don't care to marry them. TBH. And
Mm.
then guard patience, guys. Give this old eyes time to read and respond. Alfredo de los Reyes, shout out. Guys, please like the live stream. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're still here. Or if you're about to leave the live stream, just hit that like button. Thank you so much. And
Yeah. So
then
Billy said, careful who you're willing to commit to, and make sure you vet in court properly, and don't just take the first woman who comes around. Very important, extremely important. Don't do that anywhere, any country. And so, Chris George said, I got 100 saved. This is my bank account. Oh, don't tell that, man, on the live stream.
Gang Sagami Bear said, besides, I didn't go to Philippines initially to find love. I went there because of my ships. So you can't use the BS about taking advantage of so-called poor women. I know
Yeah,
that's so sad, right? When they said that, it's like you never been in the Philippines. They always thinking like, oh, Philippines because of what
yeah.
they watch, they see in the
I
news.
think
Like,
poor. Yeah,
yeah, and then oh, they doesn't see like Filipino. When you go to the mall, Filipino are like addict in buying a lot of
yeah.
stuff. It's like
You won't
they
know
have
until
a
you
lot of
hear.
money, guys.
Yeah, you won't know until you hear. Like I'm, for me being here and living here, and I see the way Filipinos are living,
They
because I
have
know how much
money
things
like
cost. Yeah, the
this.
Filipinos got money. Filipinos got money,
That's why
especially
the
the ones I
biggest
be around.
IKEA is in the Philippines.
Yeah, the
That's
biggest
why
IKEAs in
the
the Philippines.
that's the biggest
Hmm.
IKEA in the world is in the Philippines because they
And I
know
was in that
Filipino
IKEA.
are
I was in that IKEA,
buyers.
and Filipinos are spending in that IKEA. That's
I
why they moved the
know.
biggest IKEA to the Philippines.
I
The
know.
Filipinos in there are spending. Like I've
There's a
been to
lot of
U.S.
rich
IKEAs,
Filipinos
and
too.
in the IKEA in the Philippines, they throwing cash. But it
I
also because the
know.
area it's just by Mall of Asia.
That's why I
Yeah,
understand there too because they thinking like they see what they watch on the
yeah,
movie or
on the
maybe
movies,
not maybe
yeah,
in a movie
what you
not
hear.
maybe in the news only like
Hmm.
oh there's a typhoon there there's like this
Yeah,
sometimes news is
they see
not giving
trouble
you
and turmoil. Yeah,
yeah I know they're not giving the
yeah.
right they
This
like
is
always
they do the same
scaring
thing. They do the
scaring
same thing to
uh-huh.
black people too. They do the same thing to black people. They do.
Oh, okay.
Painting in the bad, painting in a bad light. Do media. Do media. What you see
Mm-hmm.
in media. Media is sometimes a lot of times.
And then Garrett said I'm just planning my move and working my plan, that's all I want. It's what up with me, Garrett? When are you coming to the Philippines? The hamster is kind of same for both side, Americans or Filipino, isn't it? Sometimes it's easy to blame others for our own lacking.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're going to do that, Garrett, good luck to your brother. Okay, Tony Anderson, we click on the G in the top right. Malik Welly took the words out my mouth. A whole fact. Saying this, saying, the fucking Ellis said TBF, the Black Filipino, any man who's not rich in the matrix should travel. So basically, we're talking about the whole
Yeah.
country. Get those passports,
Exactly.
gentlemen.
You know, it's funny. It's funny you said that.
That's
The
funny.
statistics show most men like the all. But man, that's what made Kevin Samuels so popular, right? He always would question women, and at all the times it came down to he would say this woman, they would say, "But he can make more. He can make more," and he was like, "No, he can't. He don't want to make more. Men just trying to work and live." And he would always say that, and say most men aren't. You can't just drive men to make more, but he can make more. No, he makes 50,000. Deal with it, because most guys do make that. Most in America, you have guys that's like the lower percentile, the 10% of men are making a
Mhm.
certain amount. But now you have more millionaires than ever, so it's pushing guys out. It's pushing guys out, and guys are saying compete. And how are some guys going to compete when some guys just don't understand and don't know? So they
Mhm.
don't know how to compete, right? So where those guys going to go?
It's funny too when I was because Jay was always watching Kevin Samuels before. I was like, wait, this girl is asking this stupid question. I was just listening to it because I was editing video and then I was like, I can hear, and of course, Jay watching loud TV and
Hmm.
I'm editing. I have my headset, but I can still hear. It's like, what? Why is they're asking this stupid question? It's like, why are they acting like this? I don't understand. But
Yeah.
anyway, I gotta move on with the commentary. Chris George, I was in the military in Angeles City in the past, but I got discharged.
Yeah.
Okay, and Movims, hello. If you open up a bank account in the Philippines, that money insured like in the US, do they have something similar to FDIC? I'm not sure, Movims, because when we tried to apply for J to open an account, they said they need to have, I forgot, there's a requirements that need to be connected to the US, something like that. So I'm not sure if there is that FDIC, but there is. I'm not sure about the insured more. I'm sorry, we cannot answer it. But when I just gonna give the experience we have when Jay and I is trying to get him under me, like a supplementary under my name. There's like another requirements aside from his passport and his ACR card. So it's gonna inform U.S. government, something like that. And then Chris George, I'm moving to Subic Bay in a month. Okay, happy for you, Chris George. The Hapster, that's awesome, Garrett. Well done. What part of PI or Philippines? Chris George, sorry, social media, so fake. Yeah. Really, I don't feel like social media really killed it though. My social media game is cold as F. I'm actually more slick on social media than I am in person. I close far more often. Okay. And then we have Christopher, but now in the state, I gotta stay low key. Guys, I'm just gonna keep reading. Jay is going to the toilet. Fatal storm. Not every black person used the word only in the movies. I know, yeah. And most of the Filipinos watching this kind of movie, there's a lot of very nice movie where the actor is like black man and they saying sometimes those words and they thought it's just cool to say it when you see a black man going around the Philippines and it's like it's so cool to call, oh, what's up, my, so that's why they doesn't know. But just let them know and just don't be offended, especially if you are visiting the Philippines. Just let them know. We are Penn State. Social media with the fake lives. Everybody looks so happy posing for their fake pictures. Makes me sick. All right, guys. Let me just. A lot of haters in the States from Chris George. Frank Ellis said the Black Philippine TBI stopped dating American women 4 years ago. I'm leaving monk mode until I make my escape in 2023. Paul Fowler. I gotta read faster, guys. So we gotta go to where you are. I want to move there at 49 years old. About 300K save. Okay, that's good to hear, Paul. And also, I suggest also you need to have also monthly money coming in every month because even though you have the 300K or do ano, business in the Philippines or invest something so there's money coming in because um Jay always suggests that for people coming they need to have some monthly income aside from the save they have. But congratulations for you. And oh my gosh, it moved up. Where is it now? Sorry, guys. Jay, where are you? I think Jay is doing a 1, 2, 3, guys, not one. All right, guys. Those Rilla said those same games I'm sure will work wonders abroad too. Hello, OZ411. Hey, from Miami. Hello. Thank you so much for dropping by. Dapper Dean, later you're gonna cut the loan. Nice seeing you all again. Peace. Thank you, Dapper Dean, and have a nice day. OZ, what I missed. You missed a lot, but you can always rewind the live stream if you wanna watch the actual topic we have for today. It's in the beginning of the live stream. Just rewind it and you can actually see it. Garrett, awesome, Big Man Super Chat. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Big Man. Moses Cortez, do women really love men or they just tolerate them? Jay is back. Jay, somebody asked here, Moses Cortez, he said, do women really love men or they just tolerate them?
Do women really love men,
Or they
or do they
just
just
tolerate them?
tolerate them?
I read a lot, so you need to scroll down.
I'm going down now. Do women? How far is that down?
Like
But
around 117. Can you see
Okay.
the hour?
Do women really love men, or do they just tolerate them? Well, women do really love men, but the thing is, you'll never have a woman to love you as much as your mother loves you. Have you guys ever seen what Mike Tyson said? Let me find that. I'm gonna share that. I gotta share that.
I don't understand when you say they just tolerate them. What do you mean
I
by
gotta
that?
find this video. I don't know. I'm about to share this though. Let me pass this commercial though. I don't want to share
There's
the
no music
commercial.
on it? No music? Why there's an air on your body? I think it's your microphone is in your nose.
Probably is.
Stop breathing.
All right, now let me share the screen with you guys. I gotta share this because this answered the question. And it's from Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson got
Okay.
game. Don't sleep with Mike Tyson. Let me share my
All right.
system audio. All right, now this is from Mike Tyson. He
I
had an
need it.
interview with Lil Boozy with Mike Tyson, and this is what happened.
women to make us realize that we're men. You know, and we just need to think about this. Listen, I'm 54, and this is what I realize that I mean, if a man's not intimidated of his wife or a little bit afraid to be, he's not
It's
leaving
too
the
low,
country.
right?
It is still low.
Or his partner, or her partner, whatever
Oh,
it
it's
is.
really low.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
they're not a little bit intimidated or afraid, it's because they're not letting you
Six.
Can you hear it? Y'all? Can you guys hear
Can
it?
you go? Can you go to the part where he said that?
who think like I'm an idiot.
How many times you been married, Mike?
3 times.
3 times?
You gotta hear the whole thing.
But that's that. It's my mother's love. That's what you want. That's all we want. Any woman that we associate with because they remind us of our mother, even though
Right.
subconsciously. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. She could be educated, but could have been slut, but she has a personality but something about her.
Mm.
That's the only reason I like you anyway, because I'm attracted to my mother and you have that characteristic.
Right. My first love, I
Yeah.
fell in love with her because if I got sick, she used to console me like my mother. She was the only motherfucker could
Listen, let me.
heal me like my mother. And it
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't. I ain't. This ain't on no sex. This was just on some.
Listen,
You know.
listen. I know you said no sex, but know why it didn't work? Because of sex. You know what I mean?
But pretty much what he's saying,
We look.
I know you can barely hear it. He's saying that there's no woman can love you like your mother. Your mother loves you more than anything, and he's saying, the reason why you love your mother heal you, your mother do all of this for you, and then that's the reason kind of why guys fall in love like that when they go overseas, right? You get the, and you can find it in the states, but you get that mother loving from your woman, and it's
Mm-hmm.
real. It's real. But do women really love men, or they just tolerate them? I think no. I think women can love women. I think what happens is men a lot of times love men more out of necessity, right? Because out of need. It's very true. That's for all women, not just in the Philippines, not just overseas. All women are like that. That's what women want men that make more. Women want men that make six figures. All women love men out of necessity somewhat. They want a man that can protect them as far as provide for them. But then at the same time, you have women like you find a lot of times in the Philippines, you have women that love you just to love you. Women love hard. And you want a woman that loves hard. And you can find it anywhere, but you got to bring it out of them too. You got to
Mm-hmm.
bring it out of them, and a lot of times that's done through games. That's why the guys that talk all that game stuff and the gaming coaches, that stuff is actually a necessity in a way. It's needed because a lot of that game stuff that's gonna carry with you even overseas. It's gonna carry with you overseas. So those guys are right in some ways. Because say for instance, it probably won't like not speaking to a woman for 10 days is not gonna work. Because you don't speak to a woman for 10 days, she will like this guy. Who do you think he is? You feel me? It's different. But
Mm-hmm.
if you use something similar, say, you're supposed to be doing it for 2 days, that may work. But you guys get what I'm saying.
All right.
Still, you
So
got
we
to get
have
in love with you.
we have Paul Fowler said Philippine isn't perfect, but probably better than U.S. And then
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
Man
facts.
7917 said the SM and Robinson malls are huge. The Mall of Asia has a Ferris wheel in it. I know.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, why are they saying they're going to the poor country? I was like, even this is a third world country, it's still like when you hear it's like
you
there's
you got you got to
everything
visit
is
to know.
just right there.
You got to visit to know. You come out here and go to some place and be like, man, this is better than where I'm from. You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. Yeah.
Level of madness. Hello, welcome, welcome. Put some hair on a nut hole of a fence. He would be all over that too. What?
Hmm.
And bonus, I have to change. Doc got me for leg surgery. Oh, okay.
Oh
So because
man.
I was asking him when is he coming back?
Mm.
Okay. Have a safe surgery,
Yeah, that's okay.
Bronam.
For about 11 days, I've been jogging every day, feeling much stronger. It's very true. When you jogging like that every day, your mental, it helps your mental, helps your body. When you exercising too, you feel like you can take over the world. When you exercise, it's good for people that are into business, good for people that are into anything creative. It helps. It's,
Mhm.
it's good for productivity.
Robert Wiltfield. Hey, JK. How are you doing? We're doing great, Robert. Thank you so much for joining. Michael T. Capelli. Is, is getting fully vaccinated still a requirement for a foreigner to travel to the Philippines? Yes, Michael. Actually, they require booster or not, or you're gonna do just a regular one still. If you have a booster, you can enter without any
And,
swab
and,
test.
and Garrett, those
Same.
malls,
Mhm.
those malls are all in the Philippines. Actually, those malls are all in Manila. All the biggest malls
Manila,
are
yeah.
in Manila. Manila. The biggest one is what's that one I looked up the other day? We was talking about it.
Hmm?
SM North Etsa, and then the second one I think is Moa, and then after that it's Mall of Asia, and we've been to all of them.
That's the MOA already.
Yeah, no, I mean not Mall of Asia. I mean
Mega
Mega
Mall.
Mall. Mega Mall. Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Fowler said may try for 6 months, but is it like to live like a month in the Philippines? $400 a month?
Woo.
Maybe not. It's not enough, Paul. But
Yeah.
it depends.
I mean, you
Hmm.
you probably could do it. There's people that do it, but would I try?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I wouldn't try it. There's some guys that
there's
do it.
there's a
I
lot of
forgot the name of the vlogger.
backpackers that
It's a
coming here
vlogger
in the
that does it.
Philippines. Hmm.
It was two bloggers that was doing it, and I said go watch those guys. Look it up. Look up. Live in Philippines and 500 a month, and look up those vloggers, and they do it. And don't get me wrong, there's other guys that I've seen that did it. There was a black guy that came out here and worked at a call center, and he only made 500 a month. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. If
Hmm.
you forced to do it, say if you come to the Philippines, well, he had no choice. He came out to the Philippines, worked in the call center, and was dating a Filipina, and of course, he only paid $500. Probably you
But
probably made
four
thirty
hundred
thousand,
a month
six
is
hundred.
only 20,000, right?
Yeah, 500 is 25,000.
No,
400 is
400 is
400 is
20,000
20,000.
only.
Yeah, yeah,
But with the currency exchange, maybe like 22,000 right now.
22,000. But you can live with that.
You
You,
can
you
live.
can
It
do it.
depends on.
It's
It
hard.
depends on where you living. If you're in Manila,
You can even do it in Manila. It's just hard as hell.
no, but the house you gotta stay in not really,
Stay in a hole in the wall.
no, there's 3-5, but you share toilet, or
Yeah,
maybe
share
you
toilet.
stay in.
But no, the thing is, like, you can come out here where we're living and find a place for 3.5.
Yeah, if you're living in the
Yep, I've
province,
seen them.
20,000 is enough.
Yep,
But unless you date someone, I don't know,
I wouldn't try it myself. I wouldn't try it
because
unless you want to get something else to add extra additional income. That would be you'd be good. I say work online, get yourself a customer service job. Yeah, make about get a customer service job. You're making about an extra 2,000, maybe three, four. Then it's worth it.
so he was asking, was it like to live like a month in the Philippines, $400 a month? It
I don't
depends
know.
on
I
what you're
never
gonna
did it.
do. If it's your first time to visit the Philippines, you want to explore. I don't think 400 is enough. But if you are like adventurous, do the backpacking style, staying in a hostel, which is cheaper. maybe it depends on how much is the hostel or the apartment that you're staying. But if you stay in the province, maybe the province, the
Hmm.
place we're staying is 6,000. There's some places like 3-5 too in the province, but not in Manila.
Hmm.
I'm not sure in Cebu, but I'm sure you
Yeah.
can get something like that. Willa said, "Yeah, I've been there and had that happen. I feel bad for them because it's all about charisma and being willing to approach. They smell lack of confidence.
It's like that woman.
Running
Every
game here is it hard, yo."
woman across the world, they smell it. They smell it. And when you get with them, sometimes you can't even think about what to say. Just talk. Just talk. And if it don't
Mm-hmm.
work, just keep going. You guys gotta not be scared to be rejected. Guys gotta not be scared to be rejected, man. Just talk, 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 talk. Don't work, keep going. Next one. Talk, 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 talk. Don't work, keep going. Next one.
But you need to approach them unless you go to some places that girls were just gonna approach you. But some
No, I don't
Filipina
want to be
are
approached. I don't want to be approached by no woman.
some Filipina usually they don't like say hi right away. They wait for someone because
Yeah.
they still have the traditional Filipino you meet in the Philippines, guys, and you need to
I don't
really
want to be
say
approached by a woman.
hello.
A woman approached
Yeah.
me, I feel like she a hoe. Woman approached me, I don't want her. It's like, okay, who's this hoe? She's trying to get me out of some money. Little hoe, you approaching me for? For real, I think like that.
Yeah, so when you visit the Philippines, guys, you need to approach a Filipina. Not don't wait for them to approach you unless they're somewhere else. Anyway, level of madness said, "Can you get it?" I'm just joking. Level of madness. That's the time when you're telling about you're helping your cousin to date.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just joking.
No, no, Kay was joking, but no, I told her,
I'm
like,
joking, half
I'm
joke,
out there.
half meant.
Yeah, it was half and half. It was half and half. But I could care less anyway. But anyway, I was out there, and and yeah, he needed some help, but it'll be good. One thing he did say to me, he said, "Man, I'm just done here." He said it. He said, he was going through a heartbreak up, and I felt him. I wasn't hearing him. It's why I talked to Kay about it too. I said, Kay, if I was in his, let me tell you what happened. I gotta tell this to you guys. I was with him, right? And I said, cause he had a house to himself, right? What happened? He's supposed to move in a house with his girl, right? And he got a brand new house in Pennsylvania, had it to himself. And I'm like, man, you don't got no girls in here? And I would always tell him, I'm like, cuz I know you're in a drought right now and you're down now. My cousin's a handsome dude. He's my cousin. I could say he's handsome. Right? And he I'm like, cuz man, you in his house alone and you got a BMW. No, but no, it wasn't a BMW. What was it? I think it was a BMW. No, it was he had an Acura. Like you got an Acura, it's looking nice. I'm like, you know, and the house is nice. And I said, cuz, you should have women running around here, man. I said, if I was you in this house, I have women running all through here. And it was wild because we went to the grocery store. We went to a grocery store and then and I was talking to him for him like, and we was gonna go out, but he was stuck in work and he's working all the time. And I was trying to get him out of that rut. Like, man, I know you out here in the States and you want to date women, you waiting to go out to the Philippines. I'm like, man, you need to get out and get some women now. And that was my thing. Like I wasn't against men going out and getting women while they're in the states. Like that's when Coach Greg Adams was saying that. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, he's right. You know, but a lot of guys though are just done. A lot of guys just done, and I get those guys that say, I'm done, and when I leave, I may go and be out the country for 3 months, go get women then. And what it does is a lot of times, man, is you know not even having sex, not even jerking off or nothing like that, and semen retention. That stuff does wonders. And those guys are out there saying, you know what? I'll just do this, be more motivated while I'm here, and then save myself and go. Ain't nothing wrong with
Mhm.
that either. Just face a
All
lot more
right.
rejection. Yeah, I'm
So,
overweight.
guys,
I stick with any woman. Yep.
yeah, sorry to watch.
Okay, good. I'm listening.
OCGM said, feel terrible because I just out syrup on my turkey sausage. Because I
Oh
just
man,
out.
it just ran out. Yeah,
Realize I just faced a lot of more rejection here. I am overweight. I'm still getting plenty of women.
yeah.
Levels of Graham. Hi Graham. Living in
Graham,
a
how you
foreign
doing?
country isn't for
Very
everyone. The
good. Yep.
first thing is to try to engage with the local culture. If you can do that, everything will go away for sure. Will go your way for sure. it is very true about living in the PI.
Yeah, no, it's
Stanley
true.
said the black Filipino player. Villa said, I just don't like the attitudes and lack of cooperation over here. I love the traditional women and they're not popular and common here anymore.
Yeah, it's not. Because
And Popo, I never.
even
Mhm.
the traditional women out there are looked at as like weak. It's fun. It's wild, man. Even the women that are traditional in the United States get looked at as weak. And they get called pick me's, and I say every girl should want to be a pick me because that's the new thing now. That's the new thing now. And what's
So
gonna
there's some
happen
girls
is,
pick me now. There a lot of
you know,
girls pick me.
more women are gonna turn into pick me's, and it's gonna be good. And they're gonna get picked.
Mm,
That's a good thing.
okay.
They're gonna turn into
Okay.
pick me's, get picked. They're gonna say they're listening to guys. They're watching
Mhm.
channels. They're watching channels on YouTube, and
So
they're watching
so those
things on
channels
Facebook.
are really helping.
It's
Uh,
helping. It's helping because
okay.
certain women are saying they're listening. They're watching
Mm-hmm.
and going, "This is what's wrong." Okay, and they seeing like some women don't watch see that at all. Some women don't be
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube or Facebook like that, looking at that content. So they keep going about their business and keep being the same way. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
see it all the time when you look at certain things like it's complicated channel. And you see
And
bodybuilding
also
women responding there that they're
and
just
also maybe they're when they in a relationship they're not like open to each other like, oh okay, I found out why my husband is doing like that because I'm like this. You just found out
Mhm.
because you're listening to some podcast or something.
Yeah, but what happens they listen to the opposite. They listen to the opposite of the
Mm-hmm.
manosphere. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what's been doing women wrong in the first place, right? So imagine that, Kay. Because Kay, you watch the stuff I watch, right? Like sometimes
No,
I'll
not
be working.
not. I have no choice.
Yeah, I know you have no choice. I'm just watching it. And you
So
just
you don't
hear it.
say I watch the thing you
I know
watch
you
because
don't.
I have no choice.
You have no choice, but you learn a lot though watching it. You know what I'm saying? So what's happening is these women are watching the opposite. So if women are watching the opposite, and they're getting, women saying, "Oh, well, no, do this, and this is how you play guys," and we have women out there, okay, teaching women hypergamy. For the women that don't
Mm.
know, they teach them to go down the wrong rabbit hole, and they're leading women of the future to a pack of wolves. Because you know they're saying women be like this, but then those women still want that same guy. They all want the same guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just crazy.
Paul Foster, I never fell for a girl like I did for a Filipina. Something about those girls. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And then Gansi Gami Burma. Ah, yeah, you guys talking to each other now. I'm just gonna skip. Jay is 100% correct on the banging tip. Banging tip. It came to this disabled man last night. Not taken. My fiance wife soon. Charlie has a gun. LOL. And then Gigi Body M. How you able to afford a certain lifestyle when pay is low in the Philippines?
Uh, oh, you mean? No, you don't work out here in the Philippines. You continue working online overseas.
Yeah, he's not working here because the
Oh no, I would
salary is
never.
not really enough
Oh
if
no.
you're a foreigner. But if you're a Filipino, it's enough. It depends, but still you need to have a lot.
Yeah, the future's here. I think more guys should be working online. The
Hmm.
future's here. More guys got to figure it out and and make it happen. You know.
And their levels of madness have a question. What is the best hotel or Airbnb to stay to capture the fireworks on New Year's Eve in Manila?
Oh, you catch the MOA. Stay by MOA.
Yeah,
Stay in
around
the
that area.
SM Breeze. No,
Shell residences.
Shell
Shell
Residences. Yeah,
residence. Yeah.
Shell Residences. You'll catch it. That
And
that
around that part of Moa, there's some hotel. But if you want Airbnb, we stay in Airbnb and Shell resident. It is okay, but it's a little bit. It's fine. It's like a price of hotel, so that's the place. And as also the owner, the highest part of the that facing Moa is the one you get, so you can actually see the fireworks. And then Robert Whitfield said, J and K, I have 3 more weeks until my Filipina girlfriend come to the state. Okay, I'm happy for you, Robert. This is Robert, the one who has a Filipina girlfriend that has already
hmm
been to the US. Last
Okay.
2 weeks ago, we talked to him and the
Yeah,
live
yeah, yeah.
here.
hmm
Paul Fowler say I'm somewhat black pilled, but like to dream still. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, poor father. I say for a guy like you, get out here, find you, not even just Filipino, find a girl in another country
He likes
that,
Filipina. He said,
so come out here and find a Filipina that'll change your life. You need a Filipina that, you know what Paul Fowler needs? He would need somebody like Kay's sister that's never even kissed a guy, probably. He needs somebody like that because, he's gonna get a girl and then she's gonna be so innocent. He needs a girl that's like innocent. That'll set you straight, man. Then you won't be black pilled anymore.
"What's black pilled?"
Black pilled is like a guy that, let me read you your definition. Hold up.
Nah. Because I know the blue pill and red pill because of Jay.
No, you know that.
I don't even know that before. This live stream is actually helping me, guys, to know more stuff, and also what Jay's watching
So,
is helping me to know more stuff too.
all right, look, I'm gonna react to this. Look, let me show you. Share, share my screen. It's already sharing. Here we go. All right, so now, black pilled. This here is crazy. Extremists arriving at their government realization that government is completely tyrannical. No, that's not necessarily black pill. This here, misogynist incels and male supremacism. Red pill to black pill. Black pill adherents believe that looks are genetically determined, that women choose sexual partners based solely on features. Lookism. So and it's a lot more than this too.
Red pill to black pill.
Beginning around 2016, misogynist incel forums began to shift from red pill to increasing black pill mentality. The belief system accepts the red pill view of society dominated by women, but rejects individual level attempts such as learning game to achieve a sexual relationship with women as misguided, asserting that only change at a societal level has the possibility to be effective. Black pill adherents believe that looks are genetically determined. Well, it's not necessarily, it's mostly this part here. So it says, such as learning game to achieve a sexual relationship with a woman as misguided. So it's true, like they don't believe that because they believe society, and it's true, society is a lot of times a little messed up for it to
Mhm.
be effective. But with guys, so like for someone like him, he may need to take himself out of the society he's in now, right? And go over to the Philippines, then he may not have such a black pill view anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So what guys are doing that are coming to the Philippines is they're taking themselves completely out of the society. So they're not gonna even think about being black pill because they're gonna get over and bump into a situation like me, right, Kay? And be like, oh
Mhm.
man, and be super happy, and completely. And then they'll say like, okay, and then it may turn into red pill, even purple pill, and it may say like, okay, I'm not going back to that black pill thing because now I see there is sunshine at the end of the rainbow. That's what it is. The guys that are black pill don't see their sunshine at the end of the rainbow. Okay, you understand?
Okay.
Guys that are blue pill, all they see is sunshine at the end of the rainbow, but they're sadly mistaken, right? The guys that are
Mhm.
red pill, they see a sunshine in the rainbow, but they see they're not going for the games. The guys that black pill, they don't see any sunshine.
How about the blue pill? These are all the roses from
All,
girls,
all
right?
they see is sunshine, but yeah, they see things through rose-colored glasses,
Like,
which is yeah, they're in delusion.
like, oh, you're so beautiful.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Rick Smith now. Let's go back to the comment section. Rick
yeah.
Smith, I can adapt to just about anything. Hello, Rick. Thank you for joining us. Level
Yes.
of Miles. Does Philippines have Karens? Of course, there's
Yeah, of
Karens
course they
here
do.
too.
Yeah, parents
Um,
everywhere.
Karens are feminists, 1 point for duty. Jamal P said, I'm curious, is possible to build with a Filipino when you're still working towards your goal as a young man in the mid 20s, or is
Oh
best to
yeah.
wait? Mm-hmm.
No, actually, that's the thing. Filipinos will work with you. Yeah, I think that would be a great thing to do, even while you're young. A Filipino is gonna work with you. That's why
Mm-hmm.
guys are choosing to come here
Mm-hmm. And then
to come
we have.
and or
Mhm.
leave the country to find women that work with them. But a Filipino will work with you.
And then Voice Project said Karens have been enabled by feminists. And
Hmm.
then Paul follows a woman virtue signal. Robert will put thanks Anderson, my brother. They're talking about Tony Anderson. And then Rila said, yeah, they like charisma, confidence, and a guy who isn't going to be nice and afraid to speak their mind. Guys out here won't even say dirty to a woman because they're concerned about the The
Yeah.
whole Me Too. But if you have a slick mouth, can gauge attraction, bro, you can get them in the bed easily. And then
Mhm.
E46 Wagon said, when these people say that they're shaming language, the rock say, doesn't matter what you think, doesn't matter what you feel, it's what I want. People are here in the States, I swear. Is that the rock?
Yeah, but the yeah, Rocco says a bunch of stuff like that. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you feel. It's what I want. Yeah,
Yeah,
that Rocco
I
always.
see that. I see that clip.
But the Rock, man, the Rock. Did you guys see the Rock? What the Rock did to
Hi,
Megan the Stallion?
Matthew.
The Rock. He said, "I want some Megan the Stallion to be my mom or something like that." And she was all excited, and she said something like, you know, the Rock can get it, and the Rock actually shot a shot at Megan Thee Stallion. I think he smashed for real. He did. KU was watching it, right?
Who?
The Rock. Hold up, let me
Yeah,
see.
I see that video. I see that video
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Remember we added that in the blog too, in the
You
like
did?
a short clip. Yeah, he's in the. It doesn't matter, he's in the. I know he's in the doing the wrestling, not wrestling. The
No, I'm talking about he
yeah, it's
shot his
wrestling.
shot with Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't know that. I was talking about the it doesn't matter. I just
Yeah.
remember that. Um, shout out to Matthew Macau. Thank you so much. I always remember Matthew because Matthew is always commenting to in a blog.
Mm-hmm.
Gigi Body M, Gang sa Gamibe. I see what the woman I speak with has told me is extremely low pay, like not livable. I'm trying to start other streams of income. And then Wixman said, I don't need a woman to be happy. I like one that makes my life better and happier.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I'll just gonna skip you guys because you guys talk to each other. We have
What's
Theo
up, Matthew?
Cunningham. Hi, J and K. Hello, Theo. Thank you for joining. Will you, Lemon? Good evening to all. Hello, Will you, Lemon? Poise for Duty. Hello, is here too. Okay, guys. Scroll down now. Michael. Okay. Paul, would it be cool to live like a monk for a years in a province? I don't know. Monk?
Lived like a monk for a few years in the province. Yeah.
What do you mean monk? Like no girlfriend, right? Just live like no.
Lived like with like straight disciplined. Like monks live
Okay.
like
Mm-hmm.
hardcore. That's why they be the usually a lot of times they be the best martial artists. They just
Yeah,
hardcore. They hardcore principles.
yeah, I
Hmm.
agree with Gang Sagami Bear said you cannot go around the world without, the vid shot. Yeah, it's true because they still requiring it in the Philippines. Hopefully, for those people who want to visit that's not yet, vaccinated, hopefully Philippines will be open for you guys. But for now, it's
So
not yet.
Jesus said, TBF, are you half Filipino? No, you gotta watch this video. I'm gonna show you a video that you have to
Okay.
watch of why my name is what it is. I'm gonna drop a link for it.
Hello, Mr. Kels. Thank you for joining. I just gotta scroll down because they already talking to each other here. Paul Fowler, I went to Thailand many times, but going to the Philippines, be careful and do your research. And shout out to all here in the chat. Aloha from the Hapster. She's back. And Gigi Bayu Body Yem. Can you speak on inflation in the Philippines? Is that a thing?
Yeah, but it's not really. Actually, I'll tell you this. Like one guy said, one guy was telling me, right? He said right now the price of he said the price of what is it? What's the name of the meat? Like spaghetti meat. What's that called again? I forgot. The meat,
Ground beef?
ground beef. He said ground cost of ground beef right now here is $4. I said $4. Let me show you guys something.
Okay. Thank you for subscribing, Gigi Body Yem. He said, this is my first time here. Just subscribe. Great content. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but so he said that right. Actually, we used it. He said that, and I went. I said, let me go take a look in my fridge, right? Because we had some ground chicken, and I looked at it, and it was 280 pesos for the ground chicken, which was what was that? A little more than $5, and it's out in the Philippines. I guess I didn't feel it like that. I didn't feel the inflation, but it's not that big on a lot of stuff. Like it was like that on the meat, also on certain products from U.S. Other than that, though, the prices are pretty low. They're regular. Like you don't feel the inflation as much as it is in the U.S. Also, too, the reason why it doesn't affect me as much is because that what U.S. did when they increased the dollar was to stop inflation from other countries, because other countries are going through inflation too. But with the dollar
Mhm.
being increased so much right now, it was up to what 56, right? It was at 56,
No, no, 55 point something.
55.95,
55.9. Yeah.
point nine, yeah,
I'm
point
not
nine.
sure now. That was the other day. I'm not sure today,
So
but
you
it's
don't.
around 55.
So with that 55.95, and what was happening is when it jumped up, that's when I started sending over bulks of money. You understand? So when it hit like that, it was like, okay, send over $3,000, $4,000, send over 6,000, and then that money, you get what I'm saying? It jumped up. So say if inflation is high, right, and then you send over, say if it hits up to, let me do some math on that, 6,000 times 55.95. Say if it's at 55.95, and you send your money over, that's 335,700 pesos, right? Now divide that by 50. That's going back to with a dollar, right? How much more you're getting. So divide that down to 50. Now my 6,000 turned into $6,714. So that right there shows how it benefits you when you're traveling to the Philippines,
But the
especially
only
right
thing is
now.
not you're not gonna get the exactly 55 because when Jay transfer it to
You get
me
the fees.
from
They take
PayPal
the fees.
to my bank, it's 53 only.
No, it's 53.90, 53 like 50 something.
Yeah,
Because
it's 53
still,
point something.
it's
That's still a
still,
lot.
it's still a
Hmm.
lot. Exactly, it's still more.
Hmm.
So that's the thing right now with traveling to the Philippines. It may still be that way for a while though. When you guys say if you guys are coming into the year, it may still be high like that. It'll definitely be over way over 50. So that's a
But
good thing.
it's going up and down though. Around August, it shows that this is the trend, but it suddenly go down and then it's go up again. Anyway, let's go back here, guys. We have Gang Gabi Bear said, you live much better going to the Philippines as a foreigner than a Filipino trying to come to the US and make it. What your friend isn't telling you how a person is working a vendor job or something. Mr. Kels, can anyone recommend a good hotel and or
Where's that at, Kate?
B&B? Huh?
Where's that at? You
You
skipped a
need
whole
to
bunch of
scroll.
stuff.
Yeah, because they're all talking to each other, babe. You want to read all their comments?
Skip Mr. Kells. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I read that already.
Oh,
Yeah, I read them all like earlier. You need to
okay.
scroll.
I see. I got it. Yeah.
And
I
then
skip.
Mr. Ko said, "Can anyone recommend a good hotel or B&B near the airport in Manila?"
There's so
So
many. I wouldn't even know.
go
Like
to
this whole.
Airbnb and then search for the location where you want to be close to the airport. And then make sure it's super O's too. So just go to
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb. Most of the Airbnb in Manila are legit because we always go to Manila and we always stay in Airbnb. So make sure
Mm-hmm.
it's super host, good comments, and whatever you're looking for, just see the comments first.
Mm-hmm.
Boris Barracuda, the world is bigger than you are. Don't let emotion and feelings supersede common sense logic. Choose very wisely across the board. Do your inept research before going abroad. And
Mm-hmm.
then Philippines, Poise per duty said Philippines is next to China, so IKEA should be cheaper than the Western countries it caters. China manufactures most of IKEA's merchandise. Yeah, but what I'm talking about, Poise per duty, because some saying that Philippines are poor, but the biggest IKEA is in the Philippines. So
Mm-hmm.
in Filipino are a lot of money to go shopping. You can actually see a lot of Filipino in the mall, which especially on sale, like they're buying a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. So E46 Wagon Lover said, when I tell my family I went to the Philippines and met a girl that I really like her, that she treated me like a man, and I genuinely felt something for her. And then they said to you, "Oh, you're crazy." He said the first thing. Let me see. The first thing my mother, the first thing my mother asked is, "Does she speak English? Does she even know what you're saying?" Your mother is college educated and she doesn't know what the Philippines that the Philippines was a colony. Wow. She doesn't know. You get over here, you may find more people that speak English back home, especially India. Though India is definitely everybody speaks English over there, but you find a lot of people that speak English in the Philippines, a large majority. It's funny, like me and Kay in the store. Every time I'm in the store, right, I always hear some young Filipino kid. Every time I'm in the store, speaking fluent English. The neighbor next door, fluent English. All the kids out here, it's wild now. Like all the kids fluent English. It's wild.
Mm-hmm.
They be like, "Hey, mommy," well, I was a girl talking the other day. Like, "Yeah, mommy, this, and that, mom, mom, this." And I'm like, "Man, this kid speak English better than me.
Mm.
It's fluent English. Sound like little white kids. Blow your mind." But no,
Because in
that's
school, they actually the reason is like that because in school
hmm
the only Tagalog is Filipino.
yeah, I know.
The only Tagalog. I don't know now in elementary, but when I was in high school, the only time we learn Tagalog is if it's a Filipino subject. So everything, the math is English, English of course, English, science is English, history is English. So that's the
You're learning,
reason
yeah.
most of the kids because in the Philippines, of course, English is the second language, and we know that we need to learn English so you can travel around the world or you can,
You have to learn English for school, like
communicate.
you said. You said it perfect. They have to learn
Mhm.
English to learn here
Yeah, I
in
know,
the
of course.
Philippines.
But what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is it's really important to learn the English as a second language because
hmm
that's the only way for us to compete. When we go to abroad or when you have some people like client, you need to learn that stuff from the
hmm
young age until you grow.
hmm
And then level of miles, Force Producer said should be able to import your car from the US.
I don't never done. I've never
I
looked
think you
deep into
can by
that.
ship, right? By ship, but
You
it's maybe
can, but I've never
expensive.
looked to the rates. Yeah,
Mhm.
I never looked into it.
So level of miles is coming to the Philippines with the booster 85 days counting. All right, guys, let me just scroll down. Let's scroll down, Jay, because they're all talking to them to each other.
hmm
Philippines was a U.S. territory from Post for Duty. GG Body Yem said, yes, I'm saving heavy at the moment. And Level of Mars J is having too much fun with the bidet. Because you pee
But
for a long time.
we don't have
Oh,
no
okay,
bidet. We
Jay.
have a sprayer. We have a sprayer.
Yeah, he's talking about bidet when you pee earlier. Because you're taking
No,
forever
no,
to come back.
no bidet. I have a sprayer.
That's a bidet.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
You
yeah, I'm
went to the
bugging.
toilet earlier.
Yeah,
What
that's
spray are
bidet.
you
I'm bugging.
talking about?
Yeah, I'm bugging bidet. I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I'm bugging. Yeah, I've
Dogs
lost my
again,
mind.
repair. You need
I'm
money
tired.
from other. You need money from other sources, no matter where you're from. If you are like me and refuse to take the clot shot, that's true. Paul Fowler, I wish I had a sugar mama. All right, guys. Awesome listening from Dallas, Texas, from Anthony Thompson. Thank you, Anthony, for joining.
And
And
it's
then
true.
we
Chief
have.
Adam said, I feel like it's 50-50. Some are love and some do tolerate for the benefits. Yeah, man. And that's why I said you bring love out of a woman with controversy. It's weird, but it's true. By constantly, like, women get bored very easily. Women get bored
Mhm.
very easily, everywhere, all across the world. So that's why the game thing comes into effect. A guy needs a little bit of game. It
Oh,
needs to understand.
CGM said, mhm,
Okay,
I have the friendliest time in Cambodia. Yeah, I seen
I never
that one
been.
with Mike Tyson.
I want
Huh?
to go.
The only tourist destination in Cambodia is I forgot the ruins there. I've been in Cambodia, guys, but just in the border. I need to show up, so my visa will be extended. But in the border only, I wasn't
hmm
able to enter. And then, but we can go if we go to Thailand. We can just ride a van or yeah, usually van, and it's like you're traveling to Malaysia, babe. When you travel from Singapore to
hmm
Malaysia, all you can see is trees.
and that's true. But DJ B Fit said it right, and that's exactly what the whole moral of the story was. Woman will love you for her survival, but your mother will love you for your survival.
Aww.
Very true. That's
Mm-hmm.
so true. and that's the fact with most women. But when you get the right woman, she'll love you for her survival and your survival, because she'll do whatever
Mhm.
it takes to make sure your survival and her survival is intact. And that's when you got the right one. You know,
Mhm.
she's there for
And
all of
then,
it. Hmm.
because nothing compared to the love of a mother. That's
Still
why.
can't compare. No, can't compare.
Mhm. So level of money, Mike Tyson said everyone has a plan till they get punched in the mouth. Is that one? That's what he's asking. The video you,
But
Mike Tyson.
no, but that's true too. That's big. I believe. I believe in that. Oh man, that's so big. That's why I say, and it's preached a lot too. Like guys that are in the manosphere say, guy need to be able to protect himself. Because it's true. Everybody has a plan until he gets punched in the mouth. When you get punched in the mouth, all of the talking stops. And some guys get punched in the mouth, and that's when they're ready to perform. Meaning, guys ready to perform, ready to fight. But some guys get punched in the face, and everything changes.
Hmm. And then we have Paul Fowler say, I would love to teach English in Cambodia. Yeah, I think the salary is okay there in Cambodia and also Thailand
Mhm.
too. If and then
Yeah.
Boris Barracuda say you go where you appreciate it and celebrate it, not tolerated.
Yep.
And then Willa said what Mike Tyson said comes from a quote from Rollo Tomasi book from the book The Rational Male, which is any red pill man's must read. Rollo Tomasi is the godfather of the creator of the red pill community before.
Hmm. And so Rick Smith said what he probably means by tolerating them is they have to put up with some negative things in a relationship, which is true for both men and women. Yeah. Yep.
And then Will Lemon said, where to find a man that is legit? So Will Lemon, are you a
Hold up. Hold
Filipina?
up. But now I gotta. Oh, Willie Lemon. If where are you from, Willie Lemon?
Are you from the Philippines?
Are you a
So
Filipino?
Jay asking like she gotta answer right away. Yes, with
Oh,
the
no, I want to know.
microphone. Answer us if you still hear Willie Lemon. See, they said we cannot hear it. Yeah, because they're like Mike Tyson is like
Oh yeah, that was 40
it's too
minutes ago.
low.
That was
I
40 minutes.
know. That's why we need to go down here, guys. We're going down more,
But Willie Lemon,
and
if you're in the states, the guys that you want are in the friend zone.
they're in the friend zone.
The
Friend
legit
zone.
guys in the friend zone.
In the friend zone.
Yeah, you guys
Uh,
gotta see that video. That's
oh, he asked
looking at me
again.
like a fan. Hold up. I gotta play that for you guys. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. That one is good right there. Hold up, okay, talk to them for a bit.
Yeah, I'll just skipping because they all talking to each other now here. You need to scroll down and Will you Lemon asking again, where can I meet a legit man? Filipino Life said love starts with admiration and admiration comes only when you can see the strengths of character. And then Michael Capelli said, R. Kelly sang, when a woman loves, he loves for real. He was talking about mothers in general. Oh, okay. The Black Filipino correction, the Philippines is a developing country. All right, guys, I'll just gonna scroll down. Moses Cortez, I think it's not love; it's an attachment. You need to create an attachment game. Money status helps. Nova Black, early retirement and PI, and then John Zena said, John Cena is really John Cena. The picture is John Cena too. John Cena said you can do it if you have a good long-term contact on your apartment. Cause somebody is asking about apartment here. Where is that? I missed it. Maybe you need to scroll down because hi Balot John. Hi Jay. Hello. Thank you for joining us, Balot John. Mowims, if you're a single guy with social security monthly income of 1500 US, can you live well in the PH? Yes or no, Jay? Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it depends on what you're gonna spend, but 1.5 is
Yeah, you
good
gotta be
enough.
disciplined. You gotta be disciplined.
Still, you need to be, yeah, because there's a lot of stuff here that you think, oh, it's cheap, and you buy, and you finish your 1.5 in a month,
Yeah.
and within a month, and it's just enough. The hamster, it doesn't matter how much money you have going to the Philippines. If you don't have any income coming in or any investment beside your savings, it will eventually run out. I agree. That's what I'm saying earlier. You need to have an incoming income every month aside from your savings. Gang Sagami Bear, he's desperate to defend his beloved US. Oh, you guys talking to each other here. If a girl approaches you, she might be a guy. The guy said, if a girl approaches, she might be a guy. Gang Sagami Bear, hamster, that is true. Anywhere you need money to live, that is the system that designed in this world. Guys are just gonna score. You guys talking to each other here. Boris Barracuda, most of this Western culture toxic lovely ladies suffer from dysfunctional Puke syndrome is curable until age 38. Then it's too little too late. You see this? You see this? It's
What?
curable until age 30. It said, most of this Western culture toxic lovely ladies suffer from dysfunctional Puke syndrome. It's curable until age 38. Then it's too little too late. Just go down at the bottom.
I don't see that.
At the bottom of that, if a girl approaches you, she might be a guy. You need to go a little bit at the bottom.
Gee,
But
Pastor.
well, yeah, I scroll down more because they all talking to each other, so I just skip a bunch of them. Teach English online. The only thing you need is a fiber hard connection. That's correct. All right, guys.
Is there much? Is there much part-time online customer service work? I just need to supplement my savings. Yes, you can find it. You go right on Upwork. You can find something. Or if you want me to give you a little coaching on it, let me know. You can buy me a coffee. I'll be happy to show you. Very inexpensive.
And then Boris Barracuda said this modern women have been told this for years. It's fallen on deaf ears. Watching from Hawaii. Hello, the Hapsters. Welcome back again.
Mhm.
Michael Miller. Women have been leaving overseas and no one said anything. Now it's a
Online
problem.
approach. I'll do research on that. Yeah, I sent my link in there. So if you want more info on like what it is I do and how you can get started on customer service, I specialize in customer service sales. If you want more information on it, let me know. You can book a consultation with me. They're very inexpensive. It's not something you book and it's going to be $200, even nowhere near that. So yeah, buymeacoffee.com, JTBF. I sent the link in the description.
So Michael Miller said women have been leaving overseas and no one said anything. Now it's a problem. I think it's about men leaving now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think we're almost at the bottom. Simple as a question. You guys plan on bring back people on again in the near future? Or he's talking about online, I think. I mean, live stream
On
like
live,
this. Like,
yeah.
I think Jay want to do that today.
I did, but I wanted to do it for guys that are
Passport guys.
that are over here and have been traveling to other countries already and dating women and hear some of their experiences, on that kind of situation.
Oh, I think Willie Lemon is a Filipina because she said it's a little
Okay.
expensive here. She's talking about SM and things like
Mm.
that. Hello, JNK. Hello, Gregory K8. Haven't spoke to you in a while. Yeah. We also doesn't or we're not live last week, but thank you for joining. Hello, Ollie Brown. Yo, my man. He said like that. Okay.
So she's from Calaucan City. Okay. Will you
Ah,
limit?
Caloocan.
So
Okay.
will you limit? Are you single and ready to mingle? Somebody here may be single and may want to
Willie
speak to
Lemon,
you.
how old are you? When you ask in the chat like ano to, age, location, you already said the location, age, or are you single and ready to mingle?
Hmm.
And what's your preference? What is this, pineapple? So who are the guys that's single here and ready to mingle? All right, guys, I'm from Camagin exactly. All right, I'm in the bottom now. Yes, the weather is great in the year 2075. Oh, sorry, Tony. We're already at the bottom. Tony said the weather is great in the year 2075. We are already at the bottom, Tony. Hey, Jay, you think a man can love a woman? Of course.
Yeah, of course. It's easier. Usually it's men
But
that love women. It's harder for women to love men. When you get married, right? They say love your wife. They don't. You notice they don't tell a wife to love your husbands.
oh, baby, look. Michael
But
Miller said, "I'm single," and then he said, "Lemon, will Michael Miller said, "Will you lemon hold my spot?"
okay,
Single as F from DJ B Fit. Oh, there's a lot of single here because Lemon is looking for a legit
she is.
man. They're all legit. Lemon. What's her name again?
Yeah.
Will you Lemon? Goddamn dogs. From Garrett. Garrett is the cheer. I don't know, not a cheerleader, but in a man part, man section. Go. Hey, Jay, you think a man, or this is good. Good evening, first time attending live. I am from Kentucky, in love with the province girl from Lady from Ryan, Philippines stream. Hello, Ryan. Thank you for joining. Dari, my job allows me to look around and see what's going on.
Mhm.
All right. Love your channel from Ryan, Philippines stream. Thank you so much, Ryan. Will you lemon? Yes, I'm single. I'm already 45 years old. Okay. So, um, are you a single mom or you never, well, you never, you never have, you don't have a kid? Single mom or you're really single without a kid? First producer 45 isn't too old? Oh, okay. So Jay said, Tony Anderson said, put them on the live to meet
Yeah.
each
Jump on
other.
live. Jump on the live. Where you limit? I'm getting it right now for where you limit and the other person I want to talk.
Michael,
Jump on the
Michael
live right now.
Miller.
Nothing
Michael
to it.
Miller,
Do it.
if you're
Let's
interested.
let's see. Let's see how this is. Let's see how you look.
This
Let's
is
talk.
only for lemon, huh, guys? For
Lemon only.
lemon.
If
Will
you're
you
not
lemon
shy,
join the
jump on up.
StreamYard?
As Tony said, put them on a live stream. Let's do it.
Michael Miller, join us if you're interested
Yep.
for a 45 years old Filipina. And
Yeah.
if if you said you're single and you're ready to mingle, join us in the live stream and we're gonna, say you guys hello to each other. Balot Jan is watching from Starbucks drive-thru. Balot Jan.
There it
Her
is.
name is Mian. Mian.
All right, Mian. Come on up,
Ma-
Mian.
Michael Miller
And
sir,
let's
no, no, no.
contestant.
I will bring the site down. Just don't curse. You're like, hey, shoo, hey,
Yeah,
shoo.
yeah. Yeah, just don't cur. Oh, so it was Michael Miller too that said 45 is young. Okay, so Michael, come on up, come on down.
There's another one here, DJ B Fit, but I don't know if what's your preference, DJ B Fit, a little bit younger than 45 or 45 and above, it's okay.
Hmm.
Because
Come
he's
on
single
down.
too.
Come on down.
I curse. I curse. This is the time.
Well, just don't curse here.
Yeah. Where he said like, hey man, shh, hi, shh, hi man,
Yeah.
shh.
You're like,
JKK at JK.
how me up. Ouch. You start calling the B words.
Hi
Yeah,
me mother.
yeah. So
Oh, she's single mom with one
let me
son, but
let me
he
get
is
you another
already
mother
has
hooker. Let me get you another mother hooker. Will you lemon? Will you
Don't
riding
worry,
it?
Michael. This is what we're gonna do. You join and we will mute you. I'm joking. This join the
You do sign
sign
language.
language.
Yeah.
You can just no need to curse. She's single mom with 13 years old already. So, oh, she said it's already morning. Yeah, we never sleep. Will you, Lemon? Me and we
Yeah,
never
yeah.
sleep. People who never sleep.
Yeah, we didn't sleep yet.
Gary K said J in case dating game.
Yeah, we may do something like that in the future
Yeah, I know. Like
on
we're gonna
on the
invite
J and K channel.
some.
Yeah,
I have a lot of Filipino subscribers, but I don't know if they want to date foreigner. I have
yeah,
most
we're
of
gonna
my
bring them on.
subscribers are all
We're gonna
Filipino,
bring them on
90%.
and, and set it up.
Oh, Michael Miller is coming in. He said, "Gotta
Okay,
find
okay.
my earpiece." We'll give you maybe like maybe 10 to 15 minutes to talk, right? And then we're gonna
Yeah.
go to the
So where
next
you limit?
guy.
Where you limit? Come
Just
on up.
kidding.
Join. Join.
Level of Bus,
Gotta
JNK, don't
find his
forget to rate the
earpiece.
game. K Dallas mentioned he was single. Oh, K Dallas is single too. K Dallas, are you in the gym right now or you're in the treadmill and you want to join? We have here Mian. It's a Filipina from Caloocan City. She's 45 years old and she's a single mom with 13 years old son. Is that a son? I think it's a son. Rila, single, ready to mingle, probably not ready for commitment, but open to meet cute Filipinas, open to having good time, maybe some traveling and living a bit on the high life and seeing what happens. So, ano yun? I think she mentioned if, son. She has a 13 years old son. You can actually join if you're still awake. I mean, if you're not lying down in bed, with you, Lemon. Single girl right under your nose from Boys for Duty. Alright. No excuses. That is a command. No time. Better than now. An order. Level of Mask K. This month, water bill is going to be high because of J Play with the bidet. Yeah. I know, right? It's like, what are you taking? We're taking forever in the bidet. Like, he's spraying the whole toilet with the bidet. Babe, Level of Body said the water bill will gonna be higher because you playing around with the
Yeah, I
bidet.
gotta okay, that I showed on the Stairmaster. Yeah, when we get back to Manila, we're gonna hit. I'm hitting the Stairmaster with K. I'm gonna have K in the Stairmaster. Oh, hold on. We got what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Mike?
Are you Michael Miller?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's him.
yes, I am.
Are
And
we gonna do
so
a sign language right now? I'm
and
joking.
so where are you?
Can
Where are you? Where's she
Hey,
at?
I'm in Maryland, Baltimore,
Oh no,
Maryland.
no. Where you
Mm.
living? Where you living? Where are you? Where you living? Come on
Uh,
up.
uh,
No,
He's
it's
not
asking
her.
okay if
you.
she
Her.
does.
Mia.
Oh, oh,
Mia. What's going on, Mia? Come on up. Come on down.
I mean, it's
What's
okay
going?
if she doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, it's just
I'm
fine.
just,
So where you
I,
from?
I'm,
Maybe you said again?
I'm from
Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. That's where
yeah,
my pops is from.
How old are you,
right.
if you don't mind me asking? How
Oh,
young
I'm
are you?
48. I'm 48.
Okay.
Okay, so perfect. She's 45. If you wanna date,
Yeah, she probably doesn't
same
want anybody
age.
like me. But I mean, I think that there's a couple reasons why people don't want to be here, and there
Mhm.
people are just talking about they want to get with women, and I think that's fine if that's what they want to talk about.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
real issue is that they want a family, which you can't get here. They
Mhm.
want to be out of the rotation game. They also want a place to live.
Yeah.
It's highly expensive here. I mean,
Mhm.
Mhm.
$1,100 gets you a one-bedroom apartment here in the worst
Yeah.
places. That's
Mhm.
disrespectful and disgusting. And
Yeah.
then what was it? You've seen the racist stuff going on here. The Filipinos have seen this. They don't want to
Mhm.
come here. What are you
Mhm.
thinking? It's just disgusting here. It's very disgusting. We could go over there and make it better, or even just sit there and not do anything and watch them do better. I would
Yeah.
Mhm.
rather put my daily money into that country than to put my daily money here. That's why they don't want us to live over there or work over there. That's the
Mhm.
Mhm.
real reason.
I have a
Yeah.
question for
Probably.
you, Michael. Have you been to the Philippines or you have you been dated a Filipina before or yeah, that's my question.
No, but
Mhm.
I was stationed in Korea and have dated people over there. But I
Mhm.
also have family members that have dated Filipinos. My
Okay.
family has dated people from everywhere and married them. So
Okay.
different cultures is not a problem for me.
Mhm.
I'm fine with that. From Germany, Japan, everywhere, Mexico. You just somebody just married someone from Colombia. We're just
Mhm.
all over the place, all over the
Mhm.
place,
Yeah.
and we've been doing that for years before everybody else did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And that's what I'm saying. Guys have been doing this for. I mean, I've been out here for 7 years, married to her,
Right,
and
Mhm.
right.
guys have been doing it way before me, 20 years, 30 years ago.
Yeah, Yeah.
but right now it's just becoming popular. But guys have
Right.
been
Right.
doing this. Yeah.
Right. My my uncle was married to a Thai woman and had a daughter, and then they broke up. But he was married to this German woman for the rest of his life.
Hmm.
And I love my aunt, both of them actually. So they're great women. So
Hmm.
you can get a great woman outside of here, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
no matter where they're from, you know. And sometimes you will have problems, but you
Hmm.
know that does happen in no matter what relationships.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so
true.
that's all cool.
Yeah.
And
I have
Exactly.
a
people, sorry, go ahead.
now I have a question. Since you mentioned you're single and we're trying to match you with Maine,
Mm,
what are the things that you're looking for a Filipino or any intense any foreign women or a woman?
um,
What are you looking for a woman?
a family-oriented person,
Mm-hmm.
loyal, you know, um, it isn't about playing games.
Hmm.
In the in the Philippines, you don't really have to have them cooking and cleaning. I don't know what brings that up. If you're
Yeah.
living in the Philippines, you can get a domestic help or whatever, right? That's like
Very true.
$100 a month or
Yes.
more. In
Yeah.
Maybe
A
fact,
little bit
less.
more. A little bit more.
so,
Maybe
yeah,
less.
someone said pay them less and pay them more at the end
Hmm.
of every month. So, you know, I don't want to get into all that. That's
Hmm.
here or there, but that's not really what anybody wants out there. In
Yeah.
fact, I hate, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Philippine women because that's not what I want. I said, I say that I'm willing to bring sand to the beach, but
Hmm.
sand doesn't want to go to the beach. They have it so well out here. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, I'm gone. You know, it's better to be out there and, you know, enjoy what's out there, you know. But yeah, that's
See.
living, that's culture, that's the government, that's race relations, and,
Hmm.
you know, money.
Mm-hmm.
Money is a serious issue. I mean, like rent and everything.
She
Hmm.
said,
So
"I'm not after to come there in the U.S." Okay,
yeah,
I think she
Yeah.
just wanna looking
no,
for a legit man. That's what she was asking
Women
earlier.
are. Yeah.
A
no,
person who really
we don't
loves.
think
Mm-hmm.
that. We don't
Hmm.
think
Mm-hmm.
that. Everywhere has said they don't want to come here. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to bring. I wouldn't want to bring a family here, even
Mm-hmm.
if she demonstrated that. Even if she had a better life over here, I would
Mm-hmm.
not want to bring her over here, to experience
Mm-hmm.
this.
Hmm.
That's this. It's just bad here, really
Hmm.
bad.
I hear you. I know exactly
But
what you mean. So yeah, man. So
Let's read some comment here.
OCGM said men want families. We want families. We can't
exactly,
get that long term in America without the courts and the bull that
Mm.
comes with it. So we leave, and that's what's
yeah.
happening. Men really
I
do want
mean,
family.
they want abortions, but can we get DNA checks when a child is born? They don't want to do that.
Hmm.
That's simple, because the U.S. has been playing games, and it's a culture of playing games right now.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
if you're going to do that, you know, and we'd love you to be able to have your choice for abortions, but at the same
Hmm.
time, let me have choices to know that my child is my child. And
Mm-hmm.
I think on many levels I hate to say it this way, but they're disrespecting the male population here, and it's getting out of hand. And that's what's going on.
Hmm.
And we also feel that these dating gurus are feeling the hurt because people are leaving and not, you know, they're not being enjoying their services. They need more. They need different people to join their services or whatever. But
Hmm.
you know, you still need dating help going overseas. You don't know what you're doing. You're just stupid.
Exactly.
Learn the
Exactly.
languages. Be an adult. You know, and try to stay positive and happy.
Hmm.
You know, because they're you're you're paying, your housing is cheap, food is cheap, friendships are good. What what do you want? Even race
Hmm.
relations are better, even when it's considered racist. Race relations are better.
It
What do you
is.
want?
Mm-hmm.
It is. And so Dari said, and Gangsta Gambir said, you won't feel much poverty as much as in the U.S. because it's hot every day. I could survive poor in hot weather way better than I could in cold weather. Very true. And so Dari said, the courts. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Let's see. The
I'm
courts
asking Royal Lemon if
have scared
she has
many
any question.
many men away from women in the states. Yep,
Yeah.
at least in marriage, definitely.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But even you had a family, I wouldn't I would not want to move here. I
Hmm.
mean, live here. I mean, it's like I commented. I'd rather, and if the Philippines made that opening, you know, to buy property like that, I
Hmm.
would buy property to build a compound or work with other foreigners to build a compound, for property to buy, like in Colombia, because this place is crazy. It's just crazy. So I'm just like, I'd rather move my family to another place. It's got drought everywhere. Why would
Mhm.
I want to be here? Good Lord.
It's funny, Mike. That's why I made my when I made a video. What was it like last week, Kay?
Hmm.
Saying when things are in turmoil, you'd rather be in places like the Philippines, Colombia. Places
Mhm.
outside of the U.S. where people are used to a little bit of hardship. You want to be somewhere where people won't be thinking to run up in your home just because they didn't eat for one day. And it's crazy like
Exactly.
that. If someone doesn't
Exactly.
eat for one day in the U.S., look what happens to McDonald's. If it doesn't have the
Exactly.
right chicken sandwich, spicy chicken sandwich,
Yeah.
people are fighting each other
Exactly.
and kicking
Exactly.
down a McDonald's door. That's not happening
Exactly.
over here in other
Mhm.
countries.
You're gonna learn about saving face real quick. A
Exactly.
lot of older, um, more reputable families that are more historical,
Hmm.
in their sense, they know about it. They know about saving face, you
Hmm.
know, and others don't. They just want to
Hmm.
act all ratchet,
Yeah.
But um, you're going to learn about saving face because when you get out there, I'm sorry, as an African American out there, I am not letting somebody start acting crazy. You got to get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You got to get out. You either got
Hmm.
to get out, or if it's, I'm gonna just say
Hmm.
you got to get out.
Hmm.
Don't come there acting like a fool. We're done with
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah.
somewhere else. Enjoy your peace.
Hmm.
Mhm. Like Willie Lemon said here, Willie Lemon said, our life here is good. We have our own house. And also, for the maid, she said, we're paying maid here for 6K a month. Shout out to DJ Bife. Thank you so much for the super chat. How good your English has to be to teach it. I mean, maybe teach English, I think that's what he's trying to say.
Hmm.
How good, how can you say how you can identify how good your English has to be to teach it?
How good your English has to be to teach it.
Yeah. Like
Um,
how good your English is to be an English teacher. I think that's his question is, right?
It it depends on where and if you
Your
have a degree.
students.
Um, let's see. From what do you call it? From some shows that were doing Korea and Japan, they were picking up people from Russia and France with a degree, and
mm,
they just weren't teaching English very well. And we were like, why don't you pick at least pick people from, that are the same ethnic from America, like Japanese people that lived in America and,
hmm
kept their language going on, or to Korea. And they were like, well, they are not comfortable or understand that, you know, people who are from Asian descent know English very well. They believe that only white people here know that. And that's crazy. And that we heard it from white people over there. They're like, you're insane,
hmm
you
Yeah, I
know.
know because
So
most of Filipino too, they're really some of them are really good in English. And he
right,
was
right,
asking in the PH, so I'm not really sure because I'm an English teacher, but
right, right,
I'm
hmm
when I was in Thailand, I was the best
right,
there because I'm teaching
right,
Thai people. But if
right,
I teach
right,
here, I can still be the best, but I still need to study on the lesson and everything. But I think
right,
as long as you can communicate, but if you're gonna teach in the Philippines, they're a little bit
right,
strict. You need to have a degree because as he
right.
said in the Philippines.
Yeah, but
Shout out to
it
Cinderocco too.
if you're coming from the U.S., that's what they do. It's weird. It's
hmm
really
Mhm.
weird. And these people are coming with degrees, some with teaching degrees. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're strict with that, especially if you're gonna teach in the Philippines. You need to have a
hmm,
degree if you've
hmm
got
right,
it. But
right,
if you're teaching in Thailand or somewhere, you can actually teach without. Oh no, they're strict now.
You know
Before
what's
I left
crazy?
Thailand, they
The,
request for that.
right now, They need people so bad to work US jobs like in
Mm,
Florida and places like that that they're bringing over teachers from the Philippines now.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're bringing over
because
teachers from the Philippines to teach out there.
they're not paying enough.
Yeah.
They are not paying enough.
hmm
It's like one of my aunts. I don't know if you've seen what's going on in the news.
Shout
They're
out to
talking
Baraco.
about, and
Thank
that's
you.
another
Shout out to
reason.
Barack.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
another
I'm
reason
listening.
to leave. The I saw one of it happened to one of my aunts, just like the news, but it was back in 2014. She was
hmm
paying to get all the like pencils and stuff out there,
hmm
paperwork, sometimes books, for children out of your own pocket, and they're barely paying them 30 to 40,000 a year. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
their overseas representative, the same person, for the cost of living would be making a lot more. I
hmm
mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
insane here. They pay them like they're peasants, like they don't matter,
Yeah, I
and then
know.
tell you to pay for everything in the school. It's coming out of your pockets, mind you. The federal money that's going to that district, it seems like that money is not going to those schools, and that's another reason not to come here.
Mm-hmm.
They wonder why the education is bad here, which it is. It's because they're not funding it properly. They're not giving enough space to these teachers, and they're being, basically fundamentally working them hard, and disrespecting them in public that way. It's just
hmm
bad. You can't do that.
Yes. I just gonna follow up with Jay about teaching. My friend has been teaching English online in the Philippines. He's talking about it's on online though. It's not the students are from Russia, from other
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
if you plan to teach here, DJ Bfit, they really strict you need to have a degree. Sometimes if you want to teach in college, you need to have like a masteral or something. But if you
Right.
go to Thailand, you just need to have like education credit, because in
Right.
Thailand they got strict. Before I left, they just like, oh, you need to have this already before you can teach. Because I have a friend who's a teacher there, and he is a nurse, and that
Mm-hmm.
time there was just asked to have a credit. So
So just a few credits of college. It doesn't have to be
yes.
complete.
No, no, you need
Oh
to
wow.
be. My friend is nurse already, so
Oh,
he's
right,
already a
right.
nurse. So he just need to have credit for education credit, so he
Mm,
can teach in Thailand. So they got strict there
right,
before. Backpackers can just teach in Thailand
right,
as long as
right.
what do you call the language? What do you call, Jay, when
What language?
your first language is English? I forgot the
Native.
term for
Right.
it.
Native.
Native, yeah, native English speaker.
hmm Yeah, like
Yeah.
my boy, he works on a couple of online sites, and then when you're native, you can make 20, 30 bucks an hour,
Mm-hmm.
if not
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can make good pay. You can make good pay teaching online.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like I said, it's a beautiful country,
hmm
Philippines. We love you. You're building up stuff. You got a lot of technology. You're building up everything. We
hmm
see what you're doing, and I I would love to be a part of it. I,
Mm-hmm.
I even asked Filipinos that Filipino friends that our family has here, to figure out how to invest and do some things. The only problem I have is the whole 5149 thing, but
Yeah.
still,
What is that?
um, Filipino has to own 51% of a company, and you can only.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll let
I
you know.
understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. That's fair because
Well,
I don't want
it's
them to be
ways.
taken advantage of.
It's
Hmm.
ways. Like for instance, I'm gonna be doing something with K, where like K will help me be part owner, but then I will have it in a corporation, so it's mostly
Right.
mine.
Yeah,
Right.
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
think with doing that and foreigners have it set up like that with Filipinos they can trust,
Right.
then it's a better situation. Because that's what people in McDonald's does. You know, that's what people in
Mm.
like Jollibee, not Jollibee, they're here. That's what people in certain companies that come into the Philippines to business, they find Filipinos to work out those kind of deals with. So
Yeah.
they
Because
still majority owners. Yeah.
I was wondering if there because that was I wasn't somebody said something and I just made up my own idea or whatever that
hmm
you could open a corporation or anything in the U.S. and then make a contract between and the person in the Philippines make up a business and do a contract between each other. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
that
this
way that
corporation. Mm-hmm.
right, even though they're 49, get 49% out of it,
Yeah.
they're part of the corporation in the US, so it's like half and what's going to be made a decision over there and
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
how
Mm-hmm.
it's done, so we're not stepping on each other's toes.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
need to also make the contract separate, like separate
Right,
contract to make
right,
sure
right,
your
right,
share is
right.
this is my share.
Yeah, yeah,
Just in
exactly.
case,
Like that.
Mhm.
We're breaking up.
Yeah. Exactly.
You never know. You never know. So,
Right,
will you,
right.
Lemon? Are you joining us? Or I think she doesn't. She's already in bed. I think
Yeah. She
because she said
probably
it's
is
Uh
late. It's
already.
late. It's late. Yeah.
She
She's
no,
said
probably
no,
in
no.
it's
bed.
already
Yeah.
morning here.
No, it's all
Yeah.
right. I just wanted to clear some things up because
Mm-hmm.
it's just terrible how we're being treated over here when we want to leave. And it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I I think it's inappropriate. And if you
It
say
is.
you don't want to be with us, we're smelling good, we got the Tom Ford on, we got the nice clothes on,
Mhm.
nice shoes or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, I'm 5'7". Somebody's talking about it being 6 foot. I was making 75 when 75 was the 100,000 a year. And you
Yeah.
still can't anybody. And it's
Mhm.
automatic. I didn't know there was automatically something negative until women here started talking crap on YouTube, Instagram, and all that. And you
Mhm.
start watching them end after end, and they've had 200,000, 700,000 likes, which
Mhm.
means a proportion of the the country
Mm-hmm.
of the population, the female population, is saying this is okay. We don't want to be with you. We don't like this. What
Mhm.
did you think that we were going to think? And nobody's saying no to any of this. So you're
Mhm.
like, what's the point in staying here? Let's move on. Even if it
Mhm.
was just not being in a relationship, you can't stay for this. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That's inappropriate to do so. So
Mhm.
that's just what I'm trying to say, and why I was thinking about doing it for that reason.
Mhm.
But the land, buying land and stuff like that, that would push me to Colombia. But
Mhm.
I would
Mm.
rather be in the Philippines, enjoying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's put it this way: I would marry a Filipino and move her to Colombia.
Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I was
Catholic
telling
country,
Jay.
Colombia has a good, you can own a business. I mean, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
right,
land
You
there.
can own
right,
land.
right,
Yeah.
Ah,
and
okay.
property
Yep.
and all that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why there's a
Right.
lot of foreigner there too
That's why
moving
God is
in
pushing.
And,
Colombia.
Yeah, pushing guys there.
Ah,
and I
okay,
can
I
make
got
a
it.
shipping business between Colombia and the Philippines. Ship
Yeah.
something y'all need back and forth. And she got a company, I got a
Mm-hmm.
company down there. We could work it out.
Yeah.
We could work it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. For
Garrett
sure.
said Michael's new nickname is Bring and Knowledgeable on a Hill. That's what Garrett said. God, because I'm a in business. English language is one of the oldest language.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
just
but
reading other.
yeah, but guys, thanks for coming. I'm about to
We
wrap it
Yeah,
didn't
up
shut
eat.
down.
We didn't eat
and
yet.
get some rest and
I
and
apologize. I'm
chill.
taking
It's
No,
over your
no,
no.
show.
It's not you. It's
no,
not
man,
you.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
I,
Come on
I
again
just
when we have
was
another talk like this.
I was
Yeah.
just trying to school people that were looking down on this.
No,
That's
no,
Yeah.
man.
that's not the way it is. It's disrespectful you to talk like that.
Hmm.
Move on.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
We're
no,
yeah,
you came on and you talked about exactly what the topic was about, and I appreciate
Yeah.
it
right.
because
Thank
I
you.
have had some guys come on and they just talking about something else, and
Right,
and it's like,
It's
right.
not
oh,
related.
I've
yeah,
seen that.
yeah, and it's like,
You know, I wanted somebody to articulate it
yeah, exactly.
in
I want
every
some,
single point. If
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
if I had a cheat sheet over here, I could hit everything else.
yeah,
But
exactly.
for now, let's just go with this off the
Yeah,
cuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But you
Hi,
did
David
great, man. You did great.
Matthews.
I definitely want to have you again for sure.
yeah, yeah.
But
Any last word?
any
Any
last
last word
words? Yeah.
for what can you
You
say?
know,
Anything. Mhm.
and the last thing that and I want to say goodbye on this, that is really disrespectful, I think, to say about us. We love our mothers. We love black women.
Yes.
I
Yes.
have black family members. I have a black niece. When I give birth, my wife gives birth to my daughter, she's going to be a black female and grow to be a black woman.
Mhm.
How can you say something disrespectful like that?
Yeah.
And so I want to say to them, we love you. We're just
Yeah.
moving on. And
Exactly.
to my brothers, You know, be happy, do what you have to do, and you have a
Hmm.
good one. Bye. Oh, thank you, JK.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
thank you,
And
congratulations. There's
you know what's
no curse
crazy?
word there.
Yeah, and I speak so strongly about this stuff, but every time I always say they have one of my woman in my family that get it
Hmm.
right. You know,
Right,
there's women that get it right there. I don't just bash all women. You know,
right, right.
even my exes will
Hmm.
never. I've never ever dated women that weren't feminine, and I think
Right.
that's the fault of a lot of men.
And
You know,
I say that any of them that we're not together is my fault. So I'm good with
exactly.
that. But
Same thing.
after that,
Yep,
I'm good.
yep,
You
yep.
know, and what happened before those and what happened after,
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, I've gotten all the help I needed, taking care of myself.
Hmm.
What's going on now?
Yes,
Oh well,
exactly.
that's not something I need to worry about. Everybody get your help, get your mental together, get your physical together. Do whatever you got to do, keto. Get out there, what you have to do, exercise, whatever it is.
Exactly.
All right, I'm keeping you here. Let
No,
me
no
let you go,
problem, no
man.
problem, man, no problem. But no,
Thank you
thanks
so
for that,
much for
man. And
joining. And you didn't curse, huh? You said your
you
curse.
didn't
You
curse
didn't curse.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
see, you didn't notice me cursing. That's the thing. I
Oh.
I
oh,
keep it on a down low. It
oh
just
yeah,
skips in
You
there.
said like this.
yeah,
But the YouTube, apparently other
you
YouTube
picked
streams
up.
that I'm on notice that it just
Yeah,
skips by them.
yeah,
I
yeah,
get in
exactly.
there. I get in there.
Oh, you know how to hide it, huh?
Yeah, yeah. All
Thank you so
right.
much for joining.
You
Yeah,
have a
thanks,
good
man.
night.
And
Bye.
Kay,
Yes.
what's your last
My last
words,
word
Kay?
is shout out. I gotta
Okay,
shout
oh
out the
yeah, Kay's gonna do
members
shout
because
outs.
we missed
Okay.
last
All right.
week. You can still be here if you want, but
Yeah, stay
I'll
well
No.
we talking, we finishing up.
yeah, we will I'll be but I'm gonna be the people here, so
Mm-hmm.
shout out for all the members that still being a member with us, and for our also moderator. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get the name here. Sorry. This is gonna be quick, and thank you so much for being with us for a long, long time, like 24 months. Where is the
Right.
name? I cannot find. Oh my gosh! All right. So shout out to. It's still
I thought you
loading.
were out here more than 24 months. I'm
Ah, no, no.
sorry.
I mean,
Go ahead.
yeah, more than
Because I've
24
been
months,
watching
but
for a long time. Sorry, sorry. Go ahead.
it's okay. No, because Jay started this membership 24 months
Oh,
ago.
oh, oh.
So
Yeah, yeah.
that's why it's just recent. Not really recent, but 2 years ago. Simple Rocco Philippines, thank you so much for the super chat and thank you for being a member. Him downstairs, I think I see him earlier. Malik Kweli is here too. Jack Hobson, Brona, Darrell Lee Canyon. We are Penn State is here too. Link 11111, Gang Sagami Bear, Afro Troop TV, Cecilia Salamat, Exotic Filipina, Atel Jose, BK, Gregory K8, Charles Sakana. Oh my God, there's a new name here. Abtron Mass. Anthony Powell, Nate Caddy, Simon T, Lee A. Robinson, Harold Jackson, Chassis, Retard 2019, it's Team Edward Laudat, Dexter Perkins, Incon 3037, Travis Claw, Will Tata, J. Brando Wallace, Life Hybrid Pinoy Pinay Forever, Lamont Taylor, Mr. Cliff and Rue, Easy Journey, Douglas
Yeah,
DeSico,
Mike's Philippine journey. Yeah. Sorry.
ayan,
Yeah.
Douglas DeSico, Kayla, Tony Anderson, Can Live Life as a Human, Jojo. Oh, there's a lot. Wait, I lost again. I always lost at the bottom.
Sorry.
It's okay. What's the Jojo? Lee Rob. It's all right. Maurice Howard, Kay Dallas is here. John Thomas is here. Bigman 7917, Tampa Life, Craig McCoy, Clifton Palmer, the J Maverick. So thank you for being a member for and also for
Yeah.
our moderator. Thank you for helping us. For our regulars, for the new people who's come and join us today. Thank you so much. And for you, Michael, thank you for joining.
Yeah. Be a
Yeah, and
member.
so
Put money in. Thank you. You have a
Yeah.
good one.
So
It's
super
worth it.
thanks a lot.
chatters. Thank you,
Thanks a lot.
super
Super
chatters too.
chats. You know you're there. $2, $5.
Doesn't
Buy
matter,
him a
but
coffee.
it's still
Buy
good.
them dinner. It's good.
Because of
You
that,
have a
you
Yeah.
good
can
one.
join to say that next week. I'm joking.
I don't
Bye
mind.
bye.
All right. Bye.
All right, cool.
Bye,
See you later, Mike.
guys.
See you. Peace out, everybody. Peace.